Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the land of dreams and nightmares. I am your dungeon master, Esper. I am stoked. I'm already feeling the tension as to what is going to continue and what's going to happen with this really intense situation that you all are in the middle of. Let's get the intros going and jump back into this crazy demon fight.
Well, all right. Alphabetically first, I am Adam with an A name, and with a C name is Carderock Hawkness, the noble knight of the realm, champion of the gods, and undying for now, who is a bard paladin multi-class of a combined level currently of 13.
Hello, I am Nick. I am playing the necromantic wizard Arlen, and I am a level 11 at the moment.
I am Drake Fell, and I am playing Vince. I can't believe I just did that. No, I'm Vince, and I'm playing Drake Fell, the Shadow Monk Cleric. We're going to see how this turns out tonight.
And I'm Warsor, and I'm playing the Gatekeeper.
All right, everyone. Deep breath. We're about to dive back in deep. You all are within Shaytanqarra, a demon lair, notably of the Merilith Marnal Sai and what remains of her horde. They are aligned with Orcus, so there is much to do with undeath and these demons. It has been a harrowing dungeon with various phases that you've gone through, and you find yourselves currently in another very harrowing and grim spot. I'm going to quickly run through what the state is with everyone, all the different combatants and the initiative, and then we're just going to jump in and continue with this intense encounter. So there are two vampire spawns here and here. One of them right here has been struck by Drake, so you know it has sustained a moderate amount of damage already. Then Dignahar, dwarven crossbowman, who's been a very brave fellow, we must acknowledge that, trekking with you all. He is currently dying. Sadly, he is getting overwhelmed. Then in this chamber here, there are 4 pillars with iconography. Beyond iconography, really, they are stylized to resemble Orcus himself, set in with dark gemstones. And once per round, they are pulsing out the fell energy of Thanatos, and there are some nasty effects that happen from that. I'm going in initiative order, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Not Drake, but Carderock, you have actually dealt quite a bit of damage to Marnal Sai. You smote her, yes, and you did a lot of damage, a grievous amount of damage. She is still going, but
not enough to have smote her ruin on the mountainside. Sadly.
Yes, not quite. But that was significant what you did. She is constricting the Gatekeeper, who he was dying, but he got a healing word. So you're not dying any longer. Technically, you would be prone and restrained, would be the conditions you have going on at the moment. Not a great position to be in. So after that, who else do we have going on here? I seem to have skipped someone. Yes, the Bone Naga here. Actually, that was after Carderock, but before the Merilith. So this is a Bone Naga. And Gatekeeper, you might actually suspect you know who that is. As the Nagas once upon were allies in the fight against Orcus many centuries ago. Arlen is down here. You attempted to, we'll say, magically manipulate these pillars, and it was a good try. It was a good effort. It just didn't happen to work out that time that you attempted it. And actually, you failed so much so that you triggered another pulse when that happened. And Gatekeeper, I've already gone over his condition currently, so you would be after Arlen. Drake, I think you're in fairly good condition, right? You don't have too much damage.
Yeah, I'd have to double check. Let me look at my notes. But I should be in decent shape.
Yeah, I think you're in pretty decent shape. You've probably burned through...
I'm less than half actually, but I am overall doing well.
Okay, and you've burnt through some key points, but you probably have few left.
Not many.
Not many, okay.
Yeah.
Then back down here, who are presently harrying Arlen, is a wraith and a shadow demon. Incorporeal creatures, one being an undead, the other being a demon. All right, we're going to the top of the round. The vampire spawns emaciated, horrific, monstrous vampires that are nearly perished in little more than mindless hunger. They seek to feast upon this elf in their midst. So, Drake, you're being flanked. I learned last time exactly how to do their attacks. So let's see if I can get that right this time. The first one makes a claw attack. To hit is a 24.
That's going to hit.
It is going to hit. Okay, it grabs onto you. So you are grappled.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it wants the blood. Okay, so here is a bite attack. One higher, that is 25. Do you have any resistance to necrotic?
Unfortunately, I do not have any.
This is part piercing and part necrotic.
Okay.
Okay. That's 13 damage total. And actually, you don't make anything. It drains a bit of your blood. Your hit point maximum has been reduced by 7.
Just a quick question, because I don't remember. What HP is everyone at right now? Like how are we doing? I know that you said you were less than half straight.
Almost at a quarter hit points now with that hit. That was a lot more damage I was hoping to take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not at half yet, but I've taken a bit as well. Carderock, how are you doing?
Card is actually fortunate enough to have not taken any direct hits so far, thanks to various.
Okay, so you're still doing good. Okay.
The second vampire, well, this one's like and biting into you a bit. The second one swipes out with its claws. 16, I imagine, does not hit you. Drake?
No, sorry, that does not hit.
Though it can make a second attack, so it'll do another claws attack. Right. That is 17.
Nope.
No, I didn't think so. All right, so this one, you're able to evade its slashing claws. Dignahar is on the ground. He has got a success on a death saving throw.
Nice.
And
I was just about to ask if you wanted me to roll that, but excellent. I will.
Oh,
not
sorry. Yeah,
no arguments from me.
Okay.
He'll take.
Yeah, we're taking that. We're taking that.
Yeah, we will not be taking a disadvantage there, Esper.
Yeah, okay. All right. So, the pillars of Orcus. You hear a low thrumming sound throughout all of them. You see a fell blackish, deep magenta-ish purple ripple and crackle through them, and there is a pulse. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. And actually, like I did before, I like doing it one person at a time because it makes it way more organized. This is the necrotic wave. Okay, so let's just go around here. So Drake?
15. I don't think that succeeds.
That does not succeed. You take 23 necrotic damage.
Oh, jeez.
A wave of horrid abyssal necrosis washes through you.
I'm so glad that Arlen is resistant to this.
Yeah, this is a moment where you can make
Arlen would probably
resistances.
Arlen
Drake, are you still up?
Drake is still up.
Drake
He
is
is
holding on by just a thread. Let's do Carderock.
You're muted, Card.
Yep. Got all my pages of notes open for abilities I'm planning to use next turn. All right. That save is going to be pretty good. It's a what kind of save?
Constitution.
Okay, so it's 16? That might not be good. I don't know.
Not quite enough. You as well suffer 23 necrotic damage. And Dignahar thus suffers a failed death save. Well, actually, no, that's not true. You can make a con save when you're unconscious. You just can't make dexterity and strength. But like your body's own, whatever, toughness and immune system still functions. So go ahead and roll Dignahar's.
He did better than Card. He's got an 18 on that.
That's a success. So, his natural vitality fends it off.
He's a hardy dwarf.
He is a hardy dwarf. Arlen.
It's con save?
Con save, yes.
That's 23, Esper.
That is a success. So no damage to you either. And Gatekeeper.
Yeah, Gatekeeper and Arlen.
Gatekeeper, you as well fend it off. We've got a reminder from our resident archivist, Christopher Flodin. Do not forget Carderock and Drake both have death wards active.
They do indeed.
That is an important thing to remember.
I certainly didn't forget it.
Yep. Good looking out there.
Yep.
Carderock, it is your turn. A wave of lethargy washes over you as the... So
sorry, Card.
You don't have the stunned condition. Just during your turn, you don't do anything.
I thought that was last turn.
It was this.
No, that is this turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last turn.
So specifically, you can't move, take actions until your next turn.
Yes, I can't do anything. I'm just not stunned or incapacitated.
Exactly. Yeah. No one has advantage against you in any particular way. You're just in slow mo.
Yep.
Now, the Bone Naga. All right. It looks here, clacks its jaws a little bit. It will cast a spell upon Drake. Drake, make a wisdom saving throw as you feel your body begin to seize and stiffen.
I don't think a 13's going to... Oh, no, wait, that's even worse. 19's probably not going to save me.
19?
I don't think... Hold on, let me double check. I'm not sure if...
A 19 or a 13?
Sorry, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got to double check something. I don't think
That's
I have...
a big difference there.
Hold on. No, it's either going to be a 9 or a 13. I need to double check something.
Well, does a 9 or 13 pass?
No, I'm going to have a 9.
Sadly, a 9 is not enough.
Yeah.
You are paralyzed.
Okay.
Paralysis grips you. The Bone Naga clacks its bony jaws. It will back up a little slithering bit to there. And it seems to be pleased with itself. Marnalsai. To you, Gatekeeper, she says, I suppose I should be thanking you about now for my release.
You have not... Hang on.
You have not been freed yet, Marnalsai. And so long as I draw breath, you will never leave this place.
Well then, perhaps now it is I who should be freeing you of your mortal shell. And she squeezes with her massive serpent tail. It is a 28 to hit, which I imagine that hits.
Actually, no.
Yeah, his AC is...
And
Do you have a
I do have 2 first level slots left.
Okay.
Slot.
All
I
right.
saved it. So basically, she starts to crush, and then she feels like the power of like his body resisting it. It starts this glow like from within that pushes her coils apart. So you're welcome to make the rest of your attacks.
The protection of Sortiza is upon you, and you are not crushed. She'll make a sword attack. She's got 6 arms. I don't need to remind you all that. So she'll make one here. It's a 27.
Nope.
All right. Second, 24. Well, obviously, if a 27 didn't hit. So we're on number 3. 26. Woo. Number 4. 28.
Nope. That was what you rolled the first time.
Oh my gosh. The first one would have been a 26.
Oh, well, no. AC is 29.
29. Oh my gosh. She changes tactics real quick, but she's not being able to hit you. The ward of Sortiza is too much. She's going to do a little. She
doesn't just rain in fury on me.
She's going to do a little swing here and go at Drake, taking advantage of the paralysis. Okay, advantage for paralyzed. 18?
No, that actually misses.
28, I'm sure. 28
That's going to hit.
All right. You do suffer a critical hit due to your paralyzed condition. But that was her last sword. That was her last sword attack. 21 slashing.
All right. Drake has 1 hit point thanks to the Death Ward. And I think will that also remove the paralyze?
Does not.
Okay. Damn.
You'll make saves at the end of your turn. The wisdom save to attempt to overcome the paralysis. The protective ward of Sortiza has saved the Gatekeeper, and he is not felled, and Drake is not felled due to the protection of the Death Ward. All right. Well, you guys have made it through the worst of this round. Is that a glimmer of hope?
Who knows?
I hope so.
Hope it's not just the lights of an oncoming train.
Arlen.
Your fury will avail you not. For I am the Gatekeeper, son of Sortiza, and now is the time of my reckoning upon you.
All right,
she hisses at you in great distasteful disgust. She doesn't like what just happened there. She was hoping for something better.
I know she was.
Arlen, you are being harried by 2 shadowy incorporeal creatures. You're next to a pillar of Orcus.
I have a question. Is it possible for me to move 30 feet and also be in range of a haste for Carderock? I don't know if I'm doing that. I just want to see if I'm in range. I don't think I am. I doubt I am.
There's no possible way.
Yeah, because he's too far away from me.
Yeah, 30 feet would be like to there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Even if you ran right through the incorporeal creatures, you wouldn't be able to see him.
Yeah, no, that was my concern. I just wanted to, Okay. Oh, my other plan.
Damage.
Well, I was gonna Misty Step and then get in position to haste next turn. Yeah, so I'll Misty Step up. I don't think me messing with these pillars is gonna do much more. So I'll use my Misty Step bonus action to go up as far up as I can, 30 feet.
Something like this?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then I will. Let's see, how far away am I from Card right now? About 60 feet, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I will move. Okay, so I want to move to a position where I'm not in. Like I want to like move up 30 feet, like just straight up, if I can.
Okay, so there'll be 5 stairs of difficult terrain.
Okay.
15, 25. Put you there.
Okay, so can I see stuff now?
Why not? Maybe you've climbed enough of the stairs where you can just see over, right? So you're seeing kind of at like foot level the stuff that's going on here.
Okay. All right, I will. I guess I'll do something. I'll do a Let's see, they're probably resistant to necrotic, so I'll just do a firebolt at the whichever vampire has been dealt the most damage. Whichever one has been attacked the most, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just firebolt that one.
Firebolt away.
Right. Oh, that's pretty good. That's it's a 23.
You hit easily. Don't forget, I think you're at 3d10 on a firebolt now.
Yeah, 3d10, yeah, so that's pretty good. 1. Oh, I forgot to get my d10s out. Sorry. Let me find them. 2. 3. Okay. Got my d10s. That's very bad. 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. You burn the vampire spawn a bit.
And then I'll telepathically say, Carderock, I need you to get in position so I can give you a little boost. You're muted, by the way.
I noticed as soon as I started talking. You're going to do that again. Make sure you get it right this time. I don't want to run out again and be like this for as long.
Yes, Carderock, I'm aware. Just make sure I don't get hit when I use it because it could cause you problems.
I guarantee nothing.
Gatekeeper, you are wrapped in the large serpentine coils of the Merilith. You're restrained. You're prone in an awkward position, but you are still alive.
I'm going to, Esper, be a little... I'm going to do my stuff and then do my description at the end after I know the results. Because I could do like a really cool description. And it might do nothing.
Like what happened with those vultures that one time.
Yeah. So,
okay, yeah, if that's how you want to do it, go for it.
I've got a cool description already, but I want to save it for when I succeed. If not, I'll just describe what happens. So first thing, bonus action, quicken with my last 2 points, my 5th level slot, telekinesis.
Mm-hmm. The hand of your goddess reappears.
And you can probably guess it's going against Marnelsai, so I need her to make a strength, not saving throw, strength ability check.
Yep.
Reverse my ability check here.
16.
You got this, Gatekeeper. Come on, you can beat a 16.
I got a 17 on the die, so yeah, I absolutely do.
Yes.
Victory
is ours.
It is make an ability with your spellcasting ability. Yep. So I got a 20 total on that, just so you know.
Excellent.
And so the first thing, yeah, okay, let's do the description now. So the earth begins to like shake, again as like rocks and dust start, rumbling, and the holy ward of Sortiza goes away, but then his eyes glow with this bright blue light, and he just like presses his hand against Marnelsai and starts pushing her away from him. And like this gigantic hand like just starts prying her off of him as I move her telekinetically against the far wall.
Good. Good, Gatekeeper.
So she is restrained.
How far does she get moved?
I can move her up to 30 feet, I believe. Let me double check that. Telekinesis. You can move the creature in 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of the spell. Yep. They're restrained.
The hand of the goddess pushes back Marnelsai and holds the writhing, multi-armed demon against the wall here. Pulling her coils off of you as that happens.
Now, here's the thing, though. I just want to ask if you will let me do this. Can I turn her so that her eyes are faced to the wall? I understand if you feel like she could turn her neck or whatever. I understand there's no ruling in telekinesis that says look around you.
Well, couldn't you grab the head and do it all by the head?
That's what my argument would be, is that I am literally focusing all my attention of telekinesis on her head and forcing her.
You're just like pulling her. You're just like pulling her by her hair and like pulling her to the wall. Like.
So the point is, and I will tell you my intention here because there's no secret here. I feel that she probably can only teleport what she can see, most likely. I've known this about Marilis because I've fought them before. If I focus her on the wall, all that she can see is like this 5-foot section of the wall. Maybe she can teleport like 5 feet this way, 5 feet that way, but she can't like teleport across the room.
That's really relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Really I'll just make up a DM's judgment on the fly here. What did you get on the strength, the magic strength check you just did there?
Was it 20?
20 something, I thought.
It was 20. Yes, it was 20.
20. Okay, and she got a 16. So you didn't beat her by a ton. I'll say this: she can still kind of like look around, but she can't see directly behind her at the moment.
Okay,
that works.
Like in the corner, there's only so many places she could even see if she could move her.
She could see kind of like this arc here, but not directly behind her,
which is fine. Gatekeeper is going to stand up with his move action, so that's half his movement.
Yep.
And can you give me a how far to the Bone Naga?
Huh? It's like maybe 60, 70, 50 actually.
Perfect. I still have my standard action. Telekinesis lets you use your standard action to use telekinesis because I use my bonus action to get the free one when I cast the spell. So Gatekeeper literally is holding her with one hand, and then he takes his other hand and makes a grabbing motion. And I need a strength ability check from.
All
so
right,
you're using telekinesis on 2 different people?
I can only do this on turn 1 because of Quicken spell and how it's worded.
Okay.
Is telekinesis not a concentration though?
It is a concentration spell, but I cast it as a bonus action.
Okay, I see how that's working. Okay, I'm sorry for asking on that. Just trying.
No, it's okay. Basically,
it sounds like normally you wouldn't have the actions to put it on more than one creature, but in this case,
okay, that I was trying to figure out how he was doing that, and that makes sense. So thank you for explaining that.
Yeah,
I'll go with it. I'm not
actually
casting a spell. I'm just using a standard action to use my telekinesis.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Oh, I understand.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm not.
I did just think of something.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were doing 2 concentration spells, and I was like, that's not allowed.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
I did just think of something though.
Nope.
Does telekinesis say if you move to a different creature, the first creature gets?
It does not.
Free. It does not. Okay.
So basically, you can try to move a huge or smaller creature. You make an ability check. Your spellcaster ability contested by the creature's strength check. If you win the contest, you move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction. It's restrained until the end of your next turn. The creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip. Creature lifted upward is suspended in midair.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Basically, as soon as I affect them, regardless of my will, they're restrained until
right. Yeah, really what telekinesis is it's on you. Like you are the one who has telekinesis, and then you just use your actions to control things until the end of your next turn. Yeah. Because
I quicken the spell, I'm using such a force of will. I'm like breaking my mind in 2 to affect both of them.
Yeah.
Effectively as well.
All right. It's cool. Well, I think that sounds pretty awesome. Bone Naga will make a strength check.
There we go.
10.
I got an unnatural 20 as well. I got another 17 on my little red die.
Nice.
All right, what's happening to the bone?
I am pulling that, like the Gatekeeper is like just radiating this holy power, where seconds ago he was like, Marnosai was gloating over him, ready to be done. And I feel like he goes,
and now you,
and he pulls 30 feet towards him, the Bone Naga, and I want to slam the Bone Naga into the floor. And if possible, if you let me, put their eyes to the floor with their head. I don't think that's going to work, but it's worth, mentioning.
Yeah, why not? You beat his check by like a solid 10 points. So you got the head pressed against the ground. At the back of its little, spinal body is, writhing amidst the magical grip.
And they're both restrained, and I feel like the whole area is like shaking slightly with this like power, as like dust is like vibrating, rocks are vibrating, and they're like struggling against this. And I mean, if I could play music, I would, but that's just, I just hear like my own Sortiza in my head. This is my final act, whether or not I survive this.
Just don't play that Sortisan music for all the rest of the party to hear with the telepathic bond. Arlen wants nothing of that Sortisan music.
I play it specifically for Arlen. Only
I'm pretty sure Drake and Carderock are thinking of songs that are sung in Dionysus Hall, blaring them loud across the entire link.
Arlen's just thinking
the
like,
Gatekeeper
why
telekinesis has worked to great effect this time. So we might be a sign of the tides turning.
I cannot hold her for long. Make your strike, and strike true.
I don't intend to miss.
Drake, you are currently frozen under the grips of a magical paralysis. And you are grabbed by a vampire.
So what exactly am I able to do with paralysis?
Think you could communicate telepathically.
Because the only thing I can think of is possibly casting a spell, but I don't think I can while I'm paralyzed.
You can't take actions.
You basically can't do anything.
However, I think Hold Person allows for a save at the end of your.
At the end of your turn, you'll make a new Wisdom save
I'm gonna
to break out.
Yeah, so I might as well just do my save because other than saying he's telling everyone he's got 1 hit point left and he's dropping.
What is this hit point you speak of, Drake?
Drake is on the brink of collapse.
Yeah.
All right.
I just rolled a 2, so I don't think I'm going to get out of that.
Oh, gosh. The paralysis maintains its dominion over you, Drake fell.
Yeah, and I already looked through. I don't have any ways I can break this.
Also, Esper, I didn't mean to push her quite that far, but is it fine if she's just a little bit closer?
Like that?
Yeah, that seems more reasonable.
Okay.
That's actually better too, especially if I'm going to be trying to give haste to the guy who's going to be attacking her.
When I was thinking push her against the wall, I thought the southern wall, like do like a smash into the wall that way. But it works well, keeping her out of...
I was kind of thinking the same thing, and then you were just pushing her along the wall. So it was like...
I think that's a pretty cool scene in my head, so that's what happened.
Agreed. Arlen.
It's my turn?
You are being harried by... No, wait. No. You are being targeted by the Wraith.
I do have a quick question.
Arlen, the Wraith pursues you.
Wait. I do have a question. Do they know where I went? Because I teleported.
Are you in any sort of way concealed? Well, you teleported her right there, and then you walked up the stairs.
I know, but wouldn't because like I'm just curious because like if they're like facing me and I teleport, they don't know where I went, right?
Well, you just reappeared right there.
I was about
but they're facing away.
So Arlen, how long does it take you to turn your head? probably like less.
Yeah,
than
yeah, that's fair.
They probably hear you like pop back into existence.
Yeah, it's
and
fair.
they-
It's fair. Yeah. I just wanted to ask just in case.
No, I get where you're coming from. I think it's reasonable that they saw you run up the stairs.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to.
Generally speaking,
check,
in combat, it's assumed that characters can see 360 degrees.
Yeah,
They're aware of what's around them, unless there's something like telekinesis forcing your face into the floor.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to just ask because you never know.
No worries. So the Wraith comes to harry you once again. Let me see. How smart are these? I think they're pretty intelligent, actually. Yes. Yes, they are. And the Shadow Demon. Yeah, these things are pretty smart. So he's a fast one. He's got 60 feet of flight and incorporeality. So he actually ends up there in a blocking motion. And the Shadow Demon, I believe, goes right after him. Yep, okay. So they set themselves up as such. He actually needs to dash. He's not as fast.
Well, it's good to know. That means
Demon. Yeah, the Shadow Demon had to dash. Okay. So the Shadow Demon has used its action, and then the Wraith uses its life drain with a flank. Make a dexterity saving throw.
And again, question: Can I use my? Do I have to use my shield now, or can I use it after I see my roll and like see if
you can do it after you roll if you don't like what you got?
Dex save. Yeah, I'm gonna use my shield. That'll give me a. Let me check real fast.
I think actually you get to know what the numbers are, and then you decide if you want to use it.
Okay,
it's
well,
like if you're going to be hit, then
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I just
so it actually has a total of 23 on the attack.
And this is a saving throw or just a dex check?
Dex saving throw. What'd you get on your dex save?
The dex save is 14.
All right, so shield would make it 19.
And what was yours again?
23 on the Wraith.
Oh, so either way, I'm gonna fail.
Yep. So I think in this case, the thing that's going to help you is the necrotic resistance.
Yeah.
Necrotic damage. This is all necrotic damage. 32. Woo, I rolled high.
So that's 16?
Yeah, it turns to 16.
That's so much. It's a lot better.
Life draining. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's pretty good. 1 second. That's a 19.
Success. All right, you stave off the worst of the life drain, and
Nice.
your hit point maximum doesn't go down.
All right, I am at almost half health now, so I'm at 36.
Well, you all survived the round, so that's something. That Gatekeeper had a pretty amazing turn there. All right, the vampires.
All I've been thinking about for 2 weeks.
It paid off. The vampire goes to sink its fangs into Drakefell. This could be really nasty. It's the advantage from paralysis and a flank. Ay, 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 ay. Makes 2 attacks, only one of which can be a bite. Okay, so this is a bite. 17?
No. Oh, God. I got this idea that Drake sees it rearing back and just gives us this glare, and it just freezes up for just a second.
All right, well, that was the one that you would not want to get hit by, so good on that. And claws. Yeah, 27.
Yeah, that's going to hit Drake's down.
All right. So you're down because you had 1 hit point, so obviously it does at least 1 hit. Drake is unconscious. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here it goes. There's the other vampire. Well, it has to hit. It has to hit. But just remember, these hits are criticals, which means 2 death fails per. Deep breath. Here comes. What should we do first? This will do the bite. 1 creature grappled by the vampire. Okay, well, if someone is unconscious, I don't think it really takes any particular grapple check to get them grappled. Right? I mean, he could just bite on someone lying on the ground like they're sleeping. Oh, there, grappled, incapacitated, or restrained. All right, that makes sense. All right, bite. 23.
No, that misses.
What? Really?
Yes. I have
All
24 AC.
So you probably have a magic item like a ring of protection or something.
I have a
So
ring of protection and bracers of defense.
So what I like to think is it's actually that magic item that saved you. Like his teeth like go right onto your neck, but there's this little like what do we got? Like a little magical deflection that happens and just shunts him away ever so slightly at the last second.
Thematically, I just want like the holy symbol to like fall out at that moment. And he kind of shies back from it. You know?
Yeah, I'm more for that.
Yeah.
The holy symbol of it's of Illis, is it not?
Illis?
No, we don't have Illises anymore. I have the Weavers now.
What's that?
I have the holy
Weavers from the temple.
Yeah.
Sortiza's holy symbol glows for a moment, rebuking back the vampire. And its fangs do not sink into you. It instinctively swipes a claw at you aggressively. 27.
That will hit, so that's 2.
It rips into the flesh of Drake. You have 2 failed death saves. You are on death's doorstep. Dignahar makes a death saving throw.
He doesn't.
Oh my god! I keep forgetting you're running Dignahar. Well, I got a 13, so it's a success.
All right. Yep. No complaints. That's fine. He'll mark that.
The moment when Esper rolls for you and it's a fail, it's just like, hey, actually, I would like to roll. You know?
Yeah, that would be kind of lame. So
I'll roll the next one.
Yeah, mental note. Adam is
it's
running Dignahar. Yeah. Okay. The pillars of Orcus pulsate in a wave of abyssal energy. Wow. All right, so this is going to be a wisdom saving throw against a dazing effect.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Do I need to roll anything for this?
Who got the inspiration last time?
Yes, you do. It's just dex and strength that you fail when you're.
Carderock got inspiration.
Okay.
All right, Drake.
Well, the reason I asked is because I'm already unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
That's right. We're going in.
Wisdom. That's a lot better. That's actually finally a 19.
All right, so that is a success, and that that might be important because something could happen that like healed you and got the paralysis off of you, but you still have that daze effect going on. But you saved.
I'm using my bardic inspiration from last time that was given to me.
All right, go ahead.
I got an 18. Will that make it?
18 is enough. And
thank you, bardic inspiration.
Excellent.
Who still needs to roll?
Carderock.
Oh, sorry. This is a what?
Wisdom saving. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, it's a good thing I believe I'm good at those. Yes, because that is going to be in total an 18. Got my +5 on that.
18 is enough. Arlen.
All right. Oh, dropped it. I have +6 and I got a 9.
That's the way it goes sometimes. Arlen, there's a snapping, popping sensation within your mind. You are dazed out, which that means you cannot take your action, like your main action. Save ends. I'll make a note. Dazed. Carderock, you regain your volition, your control.
Indeed. Out of bardic smites and therefore blade flourishes, but not being tired out is very good. Okay, so Dignahar made a save. All right.
You have your shot. She is
indeed. all or nothing for all the marbles. He is going to charge in. I'm assuming there's such a way that he won't get hit by anything else on the way. At Arnosai. Oh, you!
Yep.
Bet you regret paying more attention to my friend there than to me the other few seconds ago, huh? Did you miss me? I'm back. And he will attack.
You are nothing without your sword.
As a bonus action, he will channel divinity using Vow of Enmity, one of his Oath of Vengeance features. So he utters a vow of enmity. You are my sworn enemy, and I shall strike you down.
The fury of Dionysus runs through you as you swear your enmity upon the Merilith.
Yeah. So now I gain advantage on attack rolls against that creature for up to a minute or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. So, with advantage, my first attack. Sadly, not.
You already had advantage.
Well,
Restrained, you already had.
That's true.
That is true. She's restrained from the telekinesis.
Well, I can't use my bonus action for anything else, really. So, in case the telekinesis, in case she breaks out of it, I'll still have to.
Okay.
You might. Okay.
What?
You might save it for another enemy. I mean, who knows?
Fair, but I already did it. That's what you would do.
That's fair.
So anyway, with advantage, 17 on the die. That's going to be 27 to hit. No, it's not. It's just not with that magic sword. Sorry, that will only be a. It's still over 20.
Exactly 26. It's like +1 on joy.
Yeah. It's only a 26.
That hits her. Even a parry wouldn't get that. Oh, I forgot to use advantage on her magic resistance against the telekinesis. Shit. Okay.
It does not count. It's not a saving throw, Esper. It's an ability check.
Oh, that is true. Magic resistance is just on saving throws. How about that?
It's almost like I planned that.
I guess to kind of balance it out, your bonus that you're rolling with is not incredibly high.
No, it's a +3.
So it's a pretty neck and neck thing. Carderock, you have struck.
All right, you had better believe that I am burning that last 4th level spell slot to add them 6d or not d6s, d8s to that for a smite.
Mm-hmm.
To the piddling d6 that the short sword does. But, okay. Ooh, that's what I like to see. There's several 8s on those d8s. Also some 2s, but yeah. Okay, so d6 plus 6 is going to be 9, and then the rest is radiant, so that's a 16, 18, 20, 26, 29. So 9 and then 29. The 9 is regular, the 29 is radiant.
Okay, the 9 is piercing. All right, so that's 4 plus 29 is 33.
Yep.
Okay. A strong hit against the Merilith. She is hissing, attempting to block with her blades. You get in there, stab. There's a flare of divine power.
It's a good thing I have another attack.
Like I'm forcing her arms like down slowly, like she is like lifting like with heavy weights on.
And it's a good thing that's still at advantage, so twice the chance to potentially crit, which does not crit, but that's only 1 worse than last time. 25.
5. You once again strike. Her arms are being contorted and pulled away from being able to block properly as the Gatekeeper manipulates with his stony hands.
And I'm out of 4th level spell slots,
another thrust.
So I might as well burn my last 5th level then to do no more damage.
You need to do as much damage as you can. Yeah,
because the smite caps out at effectively 4th level at 5d6 or 6 if it's a fiend run dead.
Okay,
but a 5th level will do the same as a 4th level. So, all right. The d6 is going to be 5 plus 7 is 12 piercing. And then we got another 7, 12, 20, 25, 29, 33. Another 33 radiant.
That's 39 damage altogether. Because the
piercing got half. Yeah.
The 30 for 39.
Yeah.
39 total?
Yeah, 39 total.
39 total. Another powerful thrust with the dwarven short sword, accompanied, of course, by the tremendous divine smite. You strike another substantial wound upon Marnal Sai. She twists and writhes under the telekinetic bonds, screaming. She seems to not even believe what is happening. The tide is turning to her, much to her dismay, her great, great dismay. And the bone naga is getting a face full of floor here. Let me ask a question. Does it, can it do an escape action to contest you again? Or is it
there is no action. Yeah, it's either when we make our contestant, it's just until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
It's restricted.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So I'm trying to think, how might this work? Okay. Yeah, that's how that would work. Okay.
I can't believe she's
not ideal. Certainly not ideal. I don't know. It will try to be as defensive as possible. It's using the dodge action. So I guess that will just kind of even out the restraining.
It does. It would cancel the advantage with the disadvantage.
Yeah, I know something that it would like to do, but I don't think it can do it given the circumstances that it's in. It got overwhelmed by that telekinesis. All right, so that's first thing I can think of that it would do, defensive maneuvering. And Marnal Sai herself. Okay. She is not pleased, not in the least. That is certainly not ideal. Restrained imposes disadvantage on attacks, and Carderock is a wavering, displacement cloaked knight that she has had difficulty striking previously.
Indeed.
Oh, gee. Yes. She is not in a fantastic position.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. She will
cry all the way back to Daddy Orphan.
She's going to take the disadvantage attacks. I mean, it's that or do a piddly teleport, which she doesn't want to do a piddly teleport. So here we go.
And that wouldn't even get her far enough away from my telekinesis to get her out of it.
Yeah. So here we go. Carderock. Tail attack. I'm rolling this with disadvantage due to the restraints of the goddess's hand.
All right. Well, also the cloak of displacement would do that too.
Okay. Well, she certainly does not hit with that. Long swords. Here we are. 20?
20 does hit a 19. He's not at his higher AC anymore.
Okay, you didn't blade flourish. That's right. Okay, so she strikes with a long sword. So it's like the displacement goes off, but the restrained is still giving her disadvantage.
Is still going.
Right.
Yep. Okay. So one long sword has struck. Nope. Definitely no. 23. So she's got 2 hits. Here's
Okay.
attack number 5. 15, no, and last, no. All right, so she did hit with 2 swords. Not the greatest of turns that she would have wanted, but better than doing absolutely nothing. 26 slashing damage.
I mean, that still hurts, but
Yeah.
yeah.
She struggles under the grips of the goddess's spiritual hand, managing to land a couple of cuts upon Carderock, but nothing that's a solid hit. Let's move this along. We're going to go to Arlen, who is dazed. So your action, you actually spend it essentially doing nothing, just dazing out. You have your speed. You have maybe a bonus action. Okay.
I have a bonus action. Running out of spells. Yeah, probably. I'm just running out of spell slots, but like I need to get out of the position I'm in. I need to like get into a position where I can possibly do. I have failed this every time. I know what it feels like. I've had like 3 turns where I haven't been able to do anything. Could you zoom out a little bit or like go up a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm thinking of. Oh, sorry, not that far. I'm not. I can't dimension door even if I wanted to right now. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna Misty Step diagonally left, so that I can see the Naga just in case I need to do like a counter spell. And also,
you want to get with the Gatekeeper?
Yeah, I want to go with the Gatekeeper, and I want to do this so that I'm in range of a counter spell and also a haste if I get a chance.
Is haste with 30 feet?
Yeah, haste is 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're within 30.
And I can like move if I have to. And then let's see. I can still move, right? Even in my days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll move up to where Digniheart is. Get a little bit of cover there from just get a little cover. Actually, I guess if I go to the left, I wouldn't be able to see. Can I still see the Naga from here? I guess.
How about there?
Okay, that works. Yeah, I'll do that. I just want to get away from those demons and shadows and stuff. I think that's my turn. Yeah, I can't do an action, so.
All right. Make a wisdom save against the daze at the end of your turn.
I have a +6. All I have to do is roll like a 12. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna. It's a natural 18 +6, so 20, 23 or 24.
Shaking your head, you clear your mind of the clutches of the abyss, and you have reclaimed yourself.
Nice.
Let us now turn our gaze to the Gatekeeper.
And here's where I'm put in a real difficult position because
you have Drake nearly dead right by you.
Yeah.
Carderock is smiting that demon again.
Arlen can actually save Drake if it gets back to his turn with an action.
Drake's only got 1.
I know.
I would have to survive most likely the 2 demons, the Shadow Demon and the Wraith coming up, and the 2 vampires that are on top of me. I don't think we can get to your turn for that.
Guys. The biggest problem is that Marnolsa is not dead yet. And I was counting on Card to take her down.
I mean, sadly, she does have a lot of hit points. Yeah.
That's what I was surprised by. I thought that she was more badly damaged. The Gatekeeper looks around, almost like everything slows down, and he like takes everything in with his like enhanced perception. As like the dust shakes from the ceiling, like people are fallen, bleeding out on the ground, and he just turns his eyes upward slightly, and he says, "Sortiza, give me." Oh wait, hang on. Sorry.
Sortiza, give me the strength to end this, whether it costs my life or not.
And with my last first level spell slot, this is absolutely, I have no spell slots after this. I cast Healing Word on Drake. And Drake...
Yeah, good call.
7 hit points.
I'm so frustrated.
Oh
Because
my! Thank you.
Vigor perks up within you, Drake. Your eyes flick open. Assuming you want them to flick open, I guess you could play dead if you wanted.
No, Drake is going to have his eyes flick open, and what I'm going to do is going to be real fun here. So now because I was
I
rusty.
still have my standard action. I'm not done my turn.
Yeah.
That was my bonus.
Yep.
So that was my bonus casting a spell. And now telekinesis with my standard action. And I have to choose between these deadly opponents. I will focus on Marnosai.
I think that's the right option.
Try to crush her into the ground with every bit of like strength that he has.
Okay.
So make a contested roll.
Yep. 19.
I got a 15. Unfortunately.
The strength of the greater demon wins out for this turn, at least.
She's technically they're still restrained till the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, till the end of your turn. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like my turn's about to end. I'm just trying to think.
Right.
I have nothing else that I can do. Yeah, like the last energy goes out of him as his, like the trembling stops, and he just kind of sinks thematically to like one knee, drained of all his strength.
Though the telekinesis does continue as long as you concentrate. Is that right?
Correct. I'm
Okay.
still concentrating.
Okay.
It's just temporarily the strength, like it's kind of like in the fight, that moment where like your strength is out and you need your second wind. Next turn will be my second wind if I get to it.
Drake, you're under the grips of paralysis and the grips of vampires.
I thought the paralysis would end with him going unconscious, but okay.
No. This creature is concentrating on a spell on you.
Didn't he take damage
No,
Not that I
he
know
hasn't
of.
taken any damage.
with the telekinesis?
No, I
He
don't
got kind
think
of
that.
blinded, but he
Yeah,
didn't take any damage.
I don't think that did any
Okay,
damage.
I thought it took damage. All right. Well, I guess all I can do is just see if I can resist the hold.
Yeah.
What type of save?
Wisdom.
Does an unnatural 20 break it?
It sure does. You
Right.
free yourself from the paralysis at the end of the turn. So you're not paralyzed, though you are prone and you're grappled by this vampire.
Yeah.
So still not a good state to be in, but at least you're not paralyzed.
True.
Okay. A wraith and a shadow demon. Right. The wraith appears. The wraith appears here for a flank against Carderock.
Yes, it's not attacking me. Oh no, it's attacking Carderock though. Can it just do nothing for its turn?
No. The wraith, wordless, soundless, a cold shadow blurs through the dim up to Carderock and swipes at you with life-draining claws. Claws? Hands?
I
your
throw a magic
displacement-
ring down the corridor and hope that it goes after the ring.
Gollum.
So,
Gollum.
Carderock, your displacement reactivates when your turn comes back. Is that right?
Yes. So for the time being, it's not at disadvantage trying to hit a 19. Or do I make a save?
I just
how
want to
would
make
life
sure it didn't
drain
have the disadvantage. Okay. So it will attack with its life drain. Make a dexterity saving throw.
That's right. All right. Ooh, don't fail me now. Dex save. That's the one I'm
18
proficient in, but not good at the stat. Well, how does a 12 look?
Not enough. 29 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Carderock.
Well, that's significantly better. That's a 19.
All right. The life drain does not reduce your hit points.
That is really funny. I got a +0 to that. Rolled a 19 on the die. The one I get a +5 to, happen to roll a 7.
Dude, that happens. Like I've been
Yep.
rolling 3s for my +6 ones, and
Yep.
I'm just like,
Yep.
and then for my dex ones, I roll like natural 18s. I'm just like, what?
That's how it goes.
Okay, I'm doing some shiftiness here with the Shadow Demon. I'm gonna make a stealth check. Stealth. Not enough. All right, so he did not get high enough on the stealth check, so he is detected as he flies out from what kind of looks like the wall here. Gatekeeper, he does not have advantage. Make a dexterity saving throw. Critical hit.
I mean,
It's critical hit.
if you critically hit, I can't do anything.
Yep.
So
Just be glad that he didn't roll good enough on his stealth, because if he has advantage, it's kind of sneak attack.
yeah, he gets
This is psychic damage to the Gatekeeper.
I'm totally immune to it. No, I'm just kidding.
20 psychic damage.
Yeah, I go to 0.
The Gatekeeper falls to the ground with a clatter. Shadow Demon is
And
rather.
I kind of like imagine it like he's like given everything. He's given every single bit of his spells, and now it's just like he leaves it to the others who can possibly finish this. And that's that. Yeah.
A flicker of hope as the last of your magic energy is expended, and you clatter to the floor with a searing, screaming psychic torment. We have a vampire grappling Drake, and it lusts for your blood, Drake. You are prone. It has advantage. Is it flanking still? I believe so. Yes. 20?
Nope.
Oh, we've already determined this. You have a 24 AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The bite does not reach you. You squirm, you roll, you got the magic items, you evade that. Claw attack. That's a 23. So close. Again, the holy symbol of Sortiza holds it at bay. This one here will swipe with a claw. That is 24, exactly right on the nose, and it grapples you.
You mean double grappled? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, 2 creatures are holding on to you.
About how much damage have we done to Marnelsai? Like, we've done a lot, right? We've done
Fair
like
amount.
The metric buttload is
Yeah.
the exact amount.
Almost enough.
Carderock
Do you have any more
Carderock has
spell
done
smite
some
card?
serious wounds to it. Here is a bite attack from the vampire that just grabbed
Oh, if
onto you.
it's, I have 7 hit points, so if I'm the lowest floor, it's going to be more than 7. I'm automatically down.
Oh, it comes up with a 26 to hit.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah.
Your maximum hit point decreases by 8. Make note of that. And again,
Increases or decreases?
decreases.
Decreases.
Did I say increases?
Basically, your maximum's going down temporarily.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not
I know.
using it forever.
Oh, did cards as well? I think I missed that. If you said
You made the save.
Oh,
The
that's right.
vampires, there's no save, and the wraith, there is a save.
I forgot they had a save. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what that was for. All right.
Yeah.
I thought
So the vampire has to bite against someone they're grappling or someone who's like incapacitated.
Right.
So Carderock and Arlen, you see your allies are falling. Dignahar's down. Gatekeeper's down. Drake is down, and there are vampires feasting on his blood. I'm gonna Adam, make the death saving throw for Dignahar.
Okay. All right. Big orange D20. Don't fail him now. That is the minimum he needed to succeed. That is an 11. Actually, I guess a 10 would work. No?
10 is what you need. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the 11.
Dignahar is stabilized.
He is indeed. That 3 successes.
Okay.
Excellent. But not conscious, right?
Correct. Just stabilized. The pillars pulsate. A dazing wave spills over the area. And I will say, there is 2 of these effects that I have not rolled. They just haven't come up ever. Yeah, I was hoping to see them in action, too. So, let's do a wisdom save. We'll go in order here.
God.
Drake?
14.
14 is not enough. Let's go with Carderock.
This is the
Wisdom save.
saving.
It's the worst one. Yeah.
Okay, wisdom save. With the wisdom save.
Yeah.
Is a 17 exactly it?
A 17 is exactly it.
Excellent. Got that only plus
Carderock,
1 that one.
There's this fog spilling over your mind, and you cut through it in your mind with the spiritual image of joy.
I got a quick question. With multi-classing, do I also take their proficiencies as well?
It would
And saving
tell
throws?
you... no. There's a table for multi-classing that says what you get. Usually it's like a skill and armor and weapon proficiency.
Okay.
I've not seen a class that gives you additional...
No, I was just
saving
wondering.
throw proficiencies for multi-classing.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Who do I have next here? Arlen, your favorite moment. Let's see if your willpower is strong.
Nope. 11. I mean, like,
Oh.
oh my god. This is like the most frustrating one because like you just don't get to do anything.
A deep demonic laughter in the back of your subconscious. Gatekeeper, go ahead and make your wisdom save as well.
Odds are not good.
I think this is it, guys.
7.
Is
Yep.
not enough.
Did Card already make his? Or?
Card succeeded right on the number. And speaking of Carderock Hawkness, it is your turn.
I
You
don't
are
think I don't,
currently the only one who's like clear-minded, still staying like you're fighting, wounded
like,
some,
3
but still
people are
fighting.
Yeah, I mean, this is guns blazing here. He's
Do you
between
not have
a
any-
rock and a hard place, but whichever one of those Marnalsai is, he's going to try and end that once and for all.
At
Right.
least kick her out, even if we all die.
Okay, so the enemies are not restrained. There's no advantage. And
Well, there is
after you,
advantage
Carderock-
from the channel divinity he did
the
last time.
enmity. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. The fury of diagnosis is upon
That's
her.
why it was important to have 2 sources of advantage, because that continues for a minute. This is the second round
Right.
of it.
I mean, you could have just applied it this round right now, I guess.
True, but now, I don't know, he has a bonus action for...
You're good.
else.
You're good.
Yeah.
Did it require a bonus action to use that?
It did last
So there
turn.
you go.
last
You have your
turn.
bonus action ready this turn.
Yeah, he has one this turn. Yeah, exactly. Well, so he will... I know 5-foot steps aren't a thing, but... he would provoke an attack of opportunity if he moved 5 feet straight down, right? He would...
From the Bone Naga. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, he's not moving. He is attacking Marnalsai with advantage. Hoping for a miracle. A miracle to the tune of a 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
All right.
She tries to block with a longsword, and it doesn't quite make it.
So he does not have any 6th level spells, but as a 13th level spellcaster, multi-class spellcaster, he does have 1 6th level slot, in addition to his 1 remaining 3rd level and 2 each of 1st and 2nd level.
Yeah.
So he will spend that 6th level slot on a maxed out smite one last time. So the piercing damage is the lowest it has been so far. That is going to be an 8 piercing damage. So
that's
4 piercing
Yep.
damage.
Got
And then 8, 14, 20, 26, 28, 29, 30 plus 5 is 35.
Marnosai
35
shrieks
damage.
as the holy wound stabs into her torso. She falls to the ground.
We killed her?
She is dying.
Card looks down and with only a moment, what comes to mind to say is nothing coherent, but he looks down and he says the only words he can think of. Open up.
You certainly opened her up with that thrust. She's on the ground. She's dying. So I'll let you continue. It's turn. Yep.
Oh, as in like she's not dead?
She is.
Or
she's unconscious. She's dying.
Okay. Well, anyway, there are more things that can actually hit him.
Using player rules for her.
Yeah, there are more things that can actually hit him right now. So instead of focusing, well,
Killer.
Taking it.
Well, because no, he only has the one more attack, and even an automatic crit would still only do 2 failures. So
2 death saves.
Yeah.
And if something's going to heal her, something's going to heal her.
Right. So
taking out another enemy.
Yeah, that
he's attacking the Wraith, which is not with advantage because that is not Marnosai. He also doesn't have advantage against her anymore because she dropped to 0 hit points, presumably, or fell unconscious, one or the other. Okay. So just regularly attacking the Wraith, but still with some bonuses. With an 18 on the die is going to be a 20-something. 20... I can do math. 26.
Yep. You easily hit the Wraith. It's far easier to strike than the Meredith.
Excellent. And you better believe I'm smiting it as well. Because this is a Paladin's paradise if we're not horribly surrounded, or maybe if we are, who knows. He's going to use a 2nd level smite on that. So 2 dice at 1st level, 1 extra d8 at 2nd level, plus 1 extra for it being undead, plus the d6.
Cool. And do the same thing again where the piercing damage gets halved.
In fact, I'll just roll that die separately. So piercing damage, we've got 8 again.
Okay, so 4.
So 4.
Yep.
And then radiant, that's not wonderful. We have 13, 15, 19.
A wail of an undead spirit splits the air, and the creature implodes.
Well then. Ha! You, I'm sure, saw what your mistress could do with 6 swords. Well, let me show you what I can do with 1. That's what you get for messing with a champion of the gods. Any other takers for the buffet?
The vampires just have their faces buried in their blood feast. They basically know nothing other than to satiate their uncontrollable craving, emaciated as they are. The bone naga, you hear some clickety clacks of its bones as it quivers there. Will you be the one to release me from my torment, holy knight? Then so do it. Let it be done.
The vampire is saying this?
The bone naga says.
Oh, the bone naga.
Bone naga. The naga is an unwilling, basically shackled.
Is it
soul.
shackled to Marnosai now that she's down? It can work with us.
Who knows?
No, pretty much still an Orcus thing.
Yeah, without actually getting into spending knowledge checks and stuff, I'll just say you're in the right direction. The naga, it finishes its statement with this horrifying abyssal howl. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, is this a spell? Wait, is this a spell?
Yes, it is definitely a spell.
1 second. Check something.
If whatever you're doing doesn't work, I can do it too.
Do you...
Go ahead and what is it you're trying to do?
Counterspell.
You're gonna counter it?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like, if you have something better that's not a spell slot.
Nope, I have also counterspell, but I don't have.
You need your smite. You need smites. I'll counterspell it.
The howl is dispelled.
It is a
nothingness.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was about to say it is a 4th level counterspell if that mattered, but yeah, okay.
4th level counterspell. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever it was casting there turns to nothingness.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like in my daze put my staff up and like I guess like a green flash just like flashes in its face and the whatever they were doing just is immediately gone. I'm just gonna say, just give up. Your mistress is dead.
It writhes a bit and its spell produces no effect.
Yeah, I'd rather you keep your spell slots for smite cards. So,
okay, that was that. Arlen, it's your turn. Your daze.
Well, I'm completely out of spell slots except for 1st level and 2 5th levels, so I don't really want to Misty Step with a 5th level spell slot. I don't really know if I have a good place to go. Because like I can't like me attacking a zombie like a vampire is not going to do anything.
Are you able to do anything as a bonus?
I can hit it. Oh, that's right. I can't even use an attack action.
Yeah, his main bonus action we've seen is Misty Step, which burns a 2nd level spell slot.
Well, this time it would burn a 5th level because I'm out of 2nd. Yeah.
Does it give you further distance when you spin higher
Nope.
level spell slots?
Nope, only 30, man. That's why I wanted one more action so I could just Dimension Door out.
Uh-huh. All right, so it sounds like you really don't have a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to move anywhere, which I don't think I do. I mean, can I use Dignahart's body as cover?
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, can I? Can I use his body as cover?
Sure.
All right, yeah. I'm going to use Dignahart's body as cover. Arlen doesn't care. Like he's dead. Like, or at least unconscious. I guess he's stable, but like Arlen's like, yeah, I'm just gonna shield myself.
Are you essentially just crouching behind Dignahar?
Oh, I'm like holding his body up. Like
you hold him up. Okay, so you've got him. Like
I am basically using Dignahard as a meat shield right now, and I am just like using him, and I'm not saying anything to Carb. I'm just thinking to myself like, well, Dignahard, you'll make some use now. You did well while you were alive. You'll protect me still while you're dead.
Yeah, he's limp. He's quite heavy, so you're probably having a difficult time holding him up.
Yeah.
And you see these blackened streaks along his skin, but in there you feel a pulse, or maybe you hear his breath at some point.
Oh, it doesn't care.
So he's not dead.
Yeah, he's gonna be dead if I get attacked soon because I'm literally using him.
All right, so. Gatekeeper, make a death saving throw. Oh, hold on. Arlen, make a wisdom saving throw against the daze.
That's right. Apparently, I roll well for the second part. I got a 21.
All right, you have cleared your mind. Now, Gatekeeper, make a death saving throw.
Natural 1.
Oh, no, that's 2. Oh.
That is 2 failures. You are on the brink of expiration.
I just want to point out something. Like, if I had an action, guys, like I would have done something for you, Drake, or you, Gatekeeper, but I can't do anything.
We know.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not. It's
Drake. Make a death saving throw.
Am I adding anything to this?
Real quick, Esper, before I go on though, shouldn't I also make a save against the daze?
That's true. Wisdom.
You have it on effect, so if I can get rid of it now and then come back later.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I'm gonna fail because I got a 5.
It's a nat 1.
Yes.
All right.
5
so
saving throw.
Gatekeeper still has the daze. Drake has a death saving throw failure, and now Drake make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, wasn't that?
That's a 19, so I'm thinking that beats the wisdom.
Yeah. So if you can just get out
and
of
I'm still being held by the Naga. Do I make a save against that?
I thought you saved against the paralysis.
Oh yes, I did. I beat that finally.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, here's the nasty bit. Here's the very nasty bit now. The shadow demon will strike against Gatekeeper. It's incorporeal, so you fail the dex save. Gatekeeper, you are being sent back to your maker.
I'm sorry, what's that? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. because you just got the 2 fails, so that's a third.
I knew that, like, basically you auto because of the way that the mechanics work for touch attack. Yeah.
The shadow demon then turns its gaze towards Drake, and you hear in the the dreamy blackness of your unconsciousness, 2 souls that I will be sending on their way this day. My blood lord will be proud. And we have vampires feasting upon Drake. Oh God. This is
Pretty sure the vampires are going to kill him before the
probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Holy shit.
So
Let's see how this goes. Maybe
All
I'll
right.
get-
Well, they do technically have to hit, so I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll it out. We're gonna play it out. So, first bite is a critical hit.
Gentlemen, it was nice knowing you.
Drake, as well, is being sent to his maker. And we've got the other whatever. The vampires are just feasting upon the blood. They can't help themselves. Maybe next turn they'll start fighting someone else. Dignahar has stabilized. The pillars pulsate.
When does Dignahar actually regain consciousness, by the way? Is it like an hour or something?
It's after 1d4 hours, the person gains 1 hit point.
Okay.
So he won't know. He won't know about me using him as a meat shield if we survive. That's good.
Let's do a charisma saving throw as a chaotic, maddening possession attempts to come over
All
you.
right, that's the one I'm good at.
That's
Really
like
good
that's my second worst one.
Watch me
Carderock?
roll a 1. I did not roll a 1. I got a 21 on that.
All right, you succeed. And Arlen.
Nope, 5.
Arlen, a maddening possession takes over your mind. On your next turn, you must attack a random creature with a melee weapon attack, moving if need be. If you can't reach anyone with just a move, you dash to try to get to the person, and otherwise...
I have lost my action 5 turns in a row. I just want to point this out. Like, it's like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like,
You want to tip, like, since the fight's getting close to an end, I'll give you my suggestion. Don't fight the monsters in this place. Fight them somewhere else.
I can't move the. I don't have.
I mean,
enough-
like from the beginning, like as a strategy at the beginning, like this is a nasty room. Don't fight here. Fight out here or fight back there.
I mean, that is what we tried to do, but yeah.
Just that. Just throwing that out. I don't really want to bog things down. So we're gonna move on to Carderock.
All right. So still telepathically bonded to Arlen. He has heard the others wink out of existence. Arlen, take the dwarf. When he wakes up and falls in, he's lost his sword.
I'm going to say.
Arlen is going to take the dwarf.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Carderock, I can't. I feel an urge to smack him in the face.
If you
I don't know how to roleplay it. I don't know.
I was
fine,
hoping
you.
you were going to be all like psychopathic, like, oh, I will take the dwarf.
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry, I don't know how to roleplay that. My bad.
Take the dwarf and get out of here.
I feel like
Tell him he's
you
lost
like-
his sword.
Do you have? I guess Arlen would ask, like, if you have a way of like getting me out of this, then I will take him away. But
He doesn't have a way of undoing that. He doesn't have Revivify. He only has Cure Wounds. What he is going to do is tell the Bone Naga, well, I shall free you of your mistress this day. And then raising the Dwarven short sword into the air, chants like a invocation of Dionysus. I don't know if he actually like straight up does the Excalibur. Anal Nathrak Orthais Bethad Dokyel Genve. Dionysus bless this weapon, and is going to try and finish off Marnel's side. So he does need to hit still.
Yeah.
But it is an advantage, right?
It is.
Okay. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Most definitely hit. That is critical hit to failed death saves. Her torso is still rising and falling with breath, though there is a lot of demon blood on your sword.
Oh,
And
you
then-
attacked Marnal Sai. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, there's nothing really else he can do. He can't run over there to help Arlen in that time, I don't think. The mission is to kill her. If he runs away and even...
Next.
Yeah. Anyway, so he has to hit again, but with advantage again. I don't know, without going into too much anatomical detail, what seems like the best place to find a vital organ. But
You're cutting her head off. Let's just put it that you're cutting her head off.
He's
With a short
sawing
sword,
with
so-
a short sword.
yeah, and
Hacking it off. Yeah.
12 and 13s on the dice to hit. That's
Yep.
that makes it what is 13 plus 9? 22.
22.
Yep.
22.
Yep.
And
Well,
we can't
you
react.
tell us, Carderock, how is the ultimate blow done?
I mean, it's a demon. I mean, heads are like a more mundane thing. He'll stab for wherever he thinks the heart is, and yelling, chanting with the fury of Dionysus this whole time, asking for some way out of this, some blessing upon this weapon that this final stroke will solve all the problems, even though he's not sure it will, and just gonna into there and twist it a couple times for good measure, like he's trying to turn a key in a lock unsuccessfully, and then rip it out.
You plunge your blade into the heart of Monosai, and black demon blood spurts out. She has been utterly slain by your hand. There is a gasp. There is a gasp from the Bone Naga. He has a slight whisper. He's not like crumbling or anything, but he's going to be kind of receding here. But he has a no. I'm sorry. He doesn't recede here. Sorry. There's a slight whisper that issues from him. He bows his head to Carderock and says, "End my torment. Free me." And we'll get back to that.
All right.
Arlen, what kind of weapon do you have?
I have a staff. Guess I'll just hit the dwarf.
A crazed look comes over Arlen's face. You let the dwarf fall, and you swing that staff down upon him.
Actually, you know what? I have a dagger, and so that I can keep. I have a question. I would like to keep him as my meat shield. Can I just slice his neck?
Take out your dagger, make a melee attack. You have advantage.
Well, it's a dex, right?
Yep.
I only got a 9 actually.
Oh, actually,
Even with advantage?
Oh, with advantage? Oh. Yep, just a 9.
he's a 16.
All right. You're not so practiced with that dagger.
No.
And in the madness, your hand's all twitchy, and you don't get it through his armor.
I imagine you're just so.
Yeah, I'm just like trying. Yeah, I'm like trying to like stab the dwarf. And I'm just like,
take the sheath off.
Exactly.
It's still like sheath.
Exactly.
All right, so that passes Arlen's turn, but the silver lining is that it's only on the one turn. You don't have to keep trying to save, and it doesn't linger.
Thank God, because my charisma is -1. So.
Whoa! Woohoo! We've got a shadow demon.
I just need Card to kill the rest of these things for me. Then I can dimension doors out.
I have slain your friends, and now I come for you. It makes an attack with its claws. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, is this... So it is with disadvantage versus 19. Is this in addition to that? Is it save?
Cloak of Displacement gives it disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw. Ooh. I rolled really good. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, and I don't know that dexterity, that's the one he's good at, but not good with the skill or the ability. That's 15.
Okay. It deals a total of 8 psychic. Didn't roll so great on the damage.
That's not too bad.
All right.
Yeah, rolled kind of low on the damage.
What are you at, Card?
12.
I have more hit points than you. I just need to have one turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I could do a fireball and just probably kill the rest of the things here if I wanted to. Like
Okay, so these blood-crazed vampires who are actually a bit satiated now, so they're starting to reclaim a little more of the volition, but their craving is insatiable. I'm not sure who they would attack.
I mean, there's still blood in, there's still blood in Drake's body.
The vampires leap over to you, Carderock. Let's do attack rolls now. You don't
got
have the
this card.
displacement.
I mean, his AC is still a 19.
AC is still a 19, which is not
There's
not a bad AC.
He also still has the Death Ward. He did not go down at any point.
Yeah, you still have Death Ward.
Yeah,
that's true. That is true. Don't forget that. Okay.
Yep.
Here is a claw. 17. Nope. You just said it was 19 AC. Okay. And there's another claw from the same one. 16 is not going to hit. And then the second vampire claw. 17 and second claw. Natural 1. You block and evade vampire claws. The pillars pulsate.
They're still active even though Marnell's dead?
Yes. The pillars of Orcus are very much active.
They're just like a room thing. Yeah.
Oh my god. So you guys are going to really love me. Make a wisdom saving throw against the daze effect. There's 2 things on here that have not been rolled once each.
All right. I'm spending my inspiration if I fail this.
Okay.
I'm spending my inspiration.
Very well.
I got a 15. I got a 15.
Okay, that's good. 4 on that first die, 17 on that second die. So it's wisdom is another one that he's good at, but not good at the ability. So it's 22.
Carderock, you remain in your senses. Arlen, you
six turns in a row.
You hear the bellowing.
You have come to your grave.
Let's move to Carderock.
6 turns in a row. Like
all right. So let's see here. So just in general, can I tell just by looking which of the 3 things seems to be in the best and the worst shape?
This vampire here has been damaged.
They've all been damaged a little bit, right? Card was hacking the vampire spawn.
Vampire has not been damaged.
Oh, really?
No one has hit this vampire. The Shadow Demon, I think someone got a little something on it. Nothing substantial. The Bone Naga has not actually been damaged, though it seems to be asking for you to put it out of its torment.
So Card will say first to the Bone Naga, "Your mistress is dead. You're free now. Slay your former oppressors."
The mistress is dead, but the Blood Lord is not. His power reigns. Free me, knight.
In other words, you still have to
explain. Yeah. He's still just going to say, "Slay your former oppressors, and I shall free you of your torment."
Oh, I should point something out. You know something else other than the fact that this vampire has been hit. The vampires regenerate. Unless they take radiant or sunlight, they regenerate everything.
I actually have a question, Esther. With that pulse, with me using Digniheart as a meat shield, would it have given me any advantage or protection? Because he's literally right in the way of it.
It would for like a dexter, like a fireball or something.
the walls have not given us any advantage. Like
Yeah.
this pulse goes through walls.
Right.
Mhm.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
it really
You
pulses
said once they
throughout the
take
whole
radiant or
area.
sunlight, what? Or radiant or sunlight negate
Radiant or
or
sunlight
regenerate?
is what negates the regeneration for
okay.
a turn.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing he can still do some radiant damage for a little while. Okay. That said, his Cloak of Displacement has recharged now that it is his turn.
Yep.
And he is going to have to rely on that because he's going to Vow of Enmity the... Which is he more afraid of doing more damage? The Shadow Demon, actually. Well, it's the Shadow Demon or it's the Vampire that's already damaged. It's the Vampire that's already damaged. So he's going to go after that with advantage. And that's going to be a 21 to hit. 12 plus 9.
Oh, yes. It is a hit.
And this might as well be a smite, one of his last few, but it's got to count. That'll be his last second level smite right there. So the piercing, ooh, nice, is going to be at 12. Does that have or no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
6. And then the radiant. Woohoo. That's what I like to see. 8, 16, 21, 23.
What was the total on that? 23 plus
6, so
6,
29.
All right. The vampire hisses at you. It certainly did not like that.
All right.
Do you have another attack?
He sure does. Also at advantage. His Vow of Enmity. Ooh, he needed that advantage. He really needed that advantage. All right, that is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
13 and a 2.
That's a hit.
No, wait. Yeah. Sorry, 13 plus 9 is not 19. 13 plus 9 is 22. Anyway, right. He's going to go ahead and go through my own page of notes here, mark off my second to last, my last third level. Might as well do a little bit more. Hopefully see if I can put it down. The piercing damage is going to be 4 plus 6 is 10, halves to 5.
5, yeah.
And then radiant is going to be 6, 12, 13, 17, 26.
So 31. This vampire that you've just struck looks seriously wounded.
Wait, sorry, 25. 25. I miscalculated that by 1. But it was a total of 30, not 31.
Okay.
For whatever that makes. Yeah.
But you have seriously wounded this vampire, and its regeneration will not function on its following turn. Okay, Carderock. Let's go to Arlen. Arlen, you are having a really hard time of these Orcus pillars.
I mean, I've had 7 turns where I don't get to do anything. How far is this pulse going? Like where can I go where it's not going to affect me?
Mm-hmm. So that's a really good question. And I don't know anyone's taken the time to actually look about that. I'll tell you this. This is something you do know. They seem to be active once you all got into this crypt area. There was no activation when you were in the tunnels.
Is it would being right outside the tunnels be safe?
You're not entirely sure. Maybe. I won't confirm or deny.
I guess I'll just run away.
You run that way?
Yeah, I can't do anything else. Yeah. Oh, that's taking hard, not me.
That's taking hard. Whoops.
You coward!
You told me to run.
Take the dwarf. I told you to take the dwarf.
I'm not strong enough to pick him up. He's too heavy.
Do you not have a spell?
I can't do anything. My mind is being warped by the light.
You just have a movement speed. Okay, well, in character,
yeah,
in
I
character,
know.
it still says that.
I mean, I would have explained myself, yeah, while going. I mean, can I, like, if I Misty Step 30 feet up, is that going to protect? Is that going to be a safe spot?
So Arlen is not sure.
Well, I did mess with it though, right? Like, wouldn't I have an idea?
What's that? What's that? What do you mean?
I did mess with the mechanism like a long time
Okay,
ago.
when
So
you were
when,
down
when
here.
yeah, so when I have an idea of like the range at least.
You failed on the Arcana check.
I did fail, yeah.
Yeah, you're not quite sure. But do you want to go for it? Do you want to just try and see?
No, I'll just actually go down to where Drake is and use his body as a meat shield.
I'm sure Drake would be very pleased with this.
Sorry, Drake. You see, like Arlen. So I want to point
Drake
out,
is somehow giving you the finger.
Yeah, I do want to point out. I do want to point out, like, out of game. I'm sorry that I'm doing this. In game, Arlen doesn't really care.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, I will say to Carderock though, telepathically, I'll say, Carderock, I'm sorry to do this to your friend, but I need a bit more protection. Hopefully, I'm able to get us out soon.
You damn well better be. My ghost will ensure
Drake does
you
have a
jump
bag
off
of holding
the
on him.
Oh yeah, no, like if I go, I'm taking your body with me. I
just better not be turned into an undead.
I mean, if Carderock doesn't survive and Arlen's, we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's
some things are left unspoken, at least for now. How about the Shadow Demon? Yes. It is intent on claiming yet another foe.
Wait, I get to do my roll, right? For the
yes, let's not forget that.
Wait, why did it move?
A 12.
A 12.
I literally have a +6, and I've rolled nothing but 9 and lower.
Why do you run? A grave will keep you here, where you can be amongst the dead, Necromancer. There is much I can show you from the other side.
The Blood Lord speaks of necromantic power. The Shadow Demon repositions itself and strikes against Carderock.
All right, well, so it moved at least 5 feet within his range, and unless I cut out last time, I do believe I remembered the bonus action to do the fighting stance that allows him to do an attack of opportunity on it.
I believe you did the bonus action to enmity the vampire.
Oh, I did. Whoops, never mind. I remembered using the bonus action. You're right. It was that. Yep.
Make a dexterity saving throw, and it has disadvantage from Cloak of Displacement.
Man.
25.
My dice have been saving me so far.
Actually, there's one less. 24.
Well, 24 still hits, but the dex save, I believe, is good. It's 22.
All right, so it has struck for 13 psychic damage.
All right.
Death Ward?
Nope.
Death Ward?
No?
Not yet. Not quite yet.
Oh, you're still up? Okay, cool.
Yep. For now.
If I could just get one turn, dude. Like, I have literally done nothing for 8 turns in a row. Like,
the vampires are quite interested in more blood. Carderock, here's a claw attack. Natural 1.
Okay.
There is its second claw attack. 20.
20 hits a 19.
You have been struck by a claw. It deals 5, 7 slashing damage.
Cool. 7 is more than 1, so that does pop the death ward. So he is now back to 1. He went from 1 to 1.
A ripple of energy runs through your body. The death ward has triggered. You are now on your own. The second vampire swipes out with a claw. 20.
20 hits a 19.
So card is down, right? Because
Card
you're only
is
Card
down.
is down.
But not dead, and cannot possibly be killed by this one vampire this turn.
That is true. It will make its bite attack.
Yeah.
Always that nat 20 hope.
Yeah, there is that. 26, so obviously. You have 2 failed death saving throws.
Yep.
And in case it does matter, your maximum hit points have been decreased by 13.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Carderock.
I mean, he accomplished his mission. Everything else was him trying to fight his way out and save his allies. And if he goes down, it sounds like at least 2 of them are getting away.
Right, that is true. You have the Marinasai was slain. Like
Here's the issue though, Card, is that like I failed my wisdom save on my end of my turn, so I still have nothing to do next turn. So
really?
So
That's not your
turn.
speed and a potential Misty Step.
Yeah, but I only have 2 spell slots left.
What you have a 5 and a what?
Just a 5. Just two 5 spell slots left.
2 5s. Okay. Gosh, using a 5th level spell slot on a Misty Step.
All I need is one turn.
Doesn't
I can
increase,
dimension
it doesn't
door.
give you like 10
Nope.
more feet per higher spell slot?
All I need is one
Wow.
turn to dimension door out, and you've taken 10 of my turns in a row.
Would
You
you
keep
still
adding
would you-
like extra turns onto it.
No, because it's been like 10. It's been like next turn will be the 10th turn. I'm pretty sure. In a row.
Would you feel
No.
slightly better if I gave you an extra 10 feet per spell slot?
No.
over-
I don't want to take the rules away, like because like it is only 30 feet. Like I don't.
Just play it out. If
Yeah.
you die,
Yeah,
you die.
yeah. Okay. Here we
Like,
go.
Is it my turn though?
It's the pillars now. The pulse of Orcus, his grip runs throughout the crypt.
watch it be one of the 2 that you haven't gone yet, which are the most horrible.
And oh my god, it keeps rolling. It's a D6.
You
And
can
I
always roll it if you
roll
want.
it
Do
with a
another
5.
one.
It's
Or
like
even
five,
choose to do one of them.
I have yet to roll the 4 or the 6. I have not rolled a 4 or a 6.
You can always choose to do a 4 or 6.
Well, since he's already got the days,
Yeah, can I get
probably
it?
doesn't want something on top of that. Carderock, make a wisdom saving throw against.
Does he have to?
the days. Well, if you get out of dying, we might need to know if you're dazed or not.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
There's
so-
like a slim chance that could come in.
Right. Even though he's unconscious, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
yeah, like your mind is still active even though you're unconscious.
Injury, insult.
You're
all
not
that.
brain dead, basically.
With the +5 and a 15, he's got a 20 on that.
Okay.
This one
So-
orange D20 has been my saving throw maker this whole time.
In the
And I
in the
just know
grim
it's gonna
dark
fail
depths
now,
of
but-
unconsciousness.
Yeah.
In the grim dark depths of unconsciousness, you wrestle back the presence of Orcus. Oh my gosh, my freaking heart is beating here. This is intense. Arlen, what are you doing?
It is my turn.
Yep.
I will run. I can't do anything else but run. Like even if I wanted to attack, and then I guess I'll do a 5th level Misty Step to get
Alright.
30 more feet. Unless the effect wears off once I get there.
Okay. Well, there's not. You don't notice anything yet, so I'll leave that at that. Make a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Nope, that's a 9.
Nope. Okay. So we are going to the Shadow Demon. He is.
Now here's a question. It shouldn't know where I'm at now, though, right? Because like I went there and then I teleported away out of its sight.
So here's actually it probably wants to finish claiming Carderock. But
So
still, I mean, it could easily
it
just
has
go and
already
look
acted
to
this
see you there.
round. Because it already acted this round.
What's
Because
that?
it already attacked him this round, and thus already acted this round.
Let's see. You went.
I mean, I don't know if it went in or out of order, but it did already move to where it is now and attack him this round. That was the thing that brought him down to 1 hit point, so that the first vampire could pop the death ward and the second one could knock him out.
I skipped you. I skipped your death saving throw. Sorry, you were right after the pillars.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Whoops. Okay. Yeah, make the death save.
I see. All right.
If there was
That's,
ever a time for a nat 20.
If there ever is time for that, well, that's a 17.
That is not a natural 20. Okay. Is
It
this
is a
the
save,
end
though.
of Carderock? Let's find out. So then Arlen moves, and then then it is the Shadow Demon.
If it is, he did all he needed to do.
The Shadow Demon claims Carderock as his next.
Still has a hit.
victim. It is
No, it's a
incorporeal.
dex
You
save.
failed the dexterity saving throw as an unconscious character.
Wait, so a wraith does roll an attack. A shadow demon is a save.
Mm-hmm.
They're both incorporeals. They'd both be the same.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And it does not have disadvantage even with the cloak of displacement now, because it has technically, I suppose.
Well,
charged.
if you're unconscious, you fail dexterity saving throws.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
that's
wasn't
what it
sure
is.
if that still somehow worked, but all right.
Sadly, not. Carderock
Yeah.
is the next soul to have been claimed. I say soul. I don't think he literally claims your soul.
Yeah, a lowly shadow demon definitely is not trusted with that responsibility.
Yeah, the shadow demon just like takes your soul out, and he's just like for Orcus.
All right, and we've got vampires going to look. And okay.
Leave me alone.
Vampires are pursuing you, Arlen. The pillars pulsate, but you are out of the range of the pulse. It appears to just be inside the crypt. Arlen, what do you do?
Do I actually have actions this turn?
Well, you're dazed, but you still have your speed, and you'll make a save at the end. And I guess if you have a bonus action, again, you can do that.
I guess I'll run. And I don't want to
head
use
this way through the dim gloom of the tunnels.
And I won't use my bonus action because it's my last spell slot.
Yep. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. That's a 19.
You have cleared your mind.
So I just need one more turn.
The vampires are falling upon you. They had to dash to get there. It is your turn. What do you do?
It's my turn?
Yes.
What?
They had to
don't
dash to get
attack?
to you.
But, yeah.
Dimension door.
Dimension door.
My last 5th level spell slot.
Where do you go, Arlen?
500 feet away from everything. I want to go back to the Storm's Eye and give a big middle finger to the gods for letting all the 3 that follow them die and let the one guy who hates them live.
a cruel twist of irony. Well, damn.
GG.
Damn. Okay, so
should we, out of curiosity, should we see Arlen's run to the ship?
yeah, I've got a couple things, some little scenes that I would like to describe here.
Could I just say one thing real fast? I'm like like crying on the inside right now because like everything in my body wanted to run up to Carderock, grab him, and Dimensionus door both of us out. Like I know that he said to save the door, but like all I wanted to do was like run up. Like if I had one turn, I was gonna run up to Card and be like, "We're leaving," and then get out. And oh my god.
I think
My best
we're all
advice
crying
is
on the
regret
inside right now,
is
man.
useless.
We're there with you.
Regret is a useless emotion. I just think that we just appreciate it was an epic
it was
battle.
It was an epic battle, and you
We
did slay the foe.
Did more.
Yeah, we did what we
I feel like we did more than I expected, honestly. At the start of the session, I was like, this could be really anticlimactic. We could all just get paralyzed by the pulse again.
We did what we came to do, though, like Esper said, and Carderock was the one who, like, he finished off Marnal Sai, and he, like, honestly, again, like, without Card being there, Arlen would not have made it, because he drew all of the enemies in. So
I have some scenes to describe here.
Yeah.
And I'll just start illustrating these things because this is a necessary for this moment that we are at. So each one will kind of be with a character. So first will be Arlen. Arlen, you are in the wastes of Gitsgrond. You have dimension doored out, and you find yourself some, short distance outside the front of Shaytanqarra. And you are, I imagine you're probably running.
Oh, yeah, I'd be running as fast as I could to get back to the Storm's Eye, essentially, like get back to my comrades.
Mm-hmm. You're running through this arid, dusty, rocky wasteland. Here and there you see twisted, tainted effects of the presence of the demons, of the influence of Orcus's power.
Yeah, I kind of imagine, like, while I'm running
a little blood pool with forming vampire spawns squirming around in it.
I kind of imagine, like, while I'm running through every now and just like for thematic effect, like I'm running and every now and then, like I'm tripping over myself and like tumbling on the ground and like I'm getting all grimy and like there's probably like cuts and blood all over me from just the battle and the fight. And my mind is going crazy from constantly being dazed and like going insane throughout that fight. And like, I don't know, like if I get back to that spot where I need to be, I probably just like fall to the ground like on my knees and probably just puke because like Arlen is not an athletic guy, so like he's just like running constantly, and if he gets back, totally he probably just vomits out just from like the stress from the fight, the stress from his mind just being controlled constantly. And then just he watched, even if maybe some of them weren't per se his friends, they were his allies and he didn't want them to die per se, and also just constantly running, just vomiting on the ground, like puking. Just, it is not a good sight right now for Arlen.
You're on the ground, maybe next to a rock in the shade, overwhelmed physically, psychologically, and you're there. Somewhere far off in the distance, there's some howl. You've heard these howls the whole time you've been in Gitsgrond.
Yeah.
And the Blood Lord has a couple things to say to you.
Necromancer, your power is too unfounded, disconnected, disoriented. I will show you a way.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
I will, like, wiping off like the spittle and the vomit from my face, I'll respond and say, you have taken away more of my comrades, more of my friends. I will not follow you. I will find my own way without you, with my own power. I do not need you. One day, I will return, and I will do to you more cruel things than you could possibly imagine.
When the first vampire sunk its fangs into mortal flesh, it was I who imbued him with that dark gift. You seek to turn necromancy upon me?
This like awful demonic laughter like echoes through your mind. You've defied Orcus for now, but he seems to think that using necromancy against him is a fool's game.
Perhaps in time you will come to see the one path which will help you achieve that which you seek.
I will not respond to that one. I'll leave it at what I said earlier.
So we'll leave it at this with Arlen like in a weakened state, pressing through the wastes of Gitsgrond, giving it his all to get back to the Storm's Eye.
Yeah.
Now we go to Drake Fell and Carderock Hawkness.
I figured we would have a combo one. I figured Drake's going to see Carderock and go, well, did you at least take her down?
Could I say one thing real quick? Sorry, just one thing. Arlen also, while going through, is probably thinking to himself like just kind of like pondering the gods yet again, like for another time, how they sort of bestowed the power onto three, and they even brought one back to life, and yet in the time of crisis, in the time where they needed the gods, they were not there and they did not help. And it's sort of almost like revitalizing his view of the gods and how much he sort of his disdain for them, right? Yeah. But sorry, I'm done.
That's a perfectly valid thought for Arlen, and I am not going to make any argument against it because that's Arlen's perspective, and I think for him that's part of his reality, so that fits. So he's got all kinds of burning animosities and conflicts, and he's in a horrendous state, and just trekking through the wastes, trying to make it to the Storm's Eye.
Yeah,
Drake and Carderock, you have a tremendous sensation of being vaulted through space as though being shot, flung.
This would be technically Drake's second time. So
yes. Yeah, this is second time for you. And there is a far off sound, a rhythmic sound of stomping and gauntlets, pounding tables, and weapons being smacked against shields. And the darkness gives way to a brilliant flash of light, as though sunlight beaming off of brilliant snow. And great doors open to the hall of Dionysus the Fury, a tremendous bearded giant-like, man-like god who sits atop a rather impressive throne with a great sword across his lap, and the many exalted warriors of his company. And his voice booms out, beckoning you. You finally did it! Got yourselves killed.
No, thanks to
What
you.
was it this time? Demons again?
Well, yes, if you must know. But
Well, at least they didn't take possession of your soul. I hate that shit.
Well, I'll have you know, she couldn't have taken possession of my soul, but I spit on her decaying corpse.
Send
She
her
is no
back to the
longer a
abyss,
problem
huh?
for the world. No thanks to you, directly. Although, thanks to you.
I do what I can. Sweeps packs some of these big locks of his hair. He has a nice big beard. He raises a horn of celestial mead. Give them something to drink. I think they've earned it. Fighting is damn dry work.
It is, and yes.
That it is.
Such that you were so eager to have us back so soon. And yes, as you can see, I'm fulfilling my end of the bargain. I'm here. Not going anywhere, unless you'll permit me an occasional jaunt over to visit Morpheus, but otherwise...
We'll get to talking about that.
What do you say, Drake? There are worse places to be.
Actually, there are two people who hand you your mead. Carderock, you were given your mead by Gudrick, the Storm Priest. He was a mighty warrior from Neperna, one of the favored champions of Dionysus the Fury. wielder of the arc breaker, and he brings you this great like gem encrusted horn filled with gleaming celestial mead. And Drake, there is a familiar face that approaches you.
His mentor is there.
Luto, your priest, mentor, and really the only true friend that you knew throughout your life back in the Basagonian Isles. Drake, I regret what has happened to you, but it is good to know that you will be by my side once again.
Well, we shall be able to fight with honor evermore. I am always thankful for your lessons.
I am proud of you, Drake. He hands you the horn, and they all raise and give like mighty cheers in honor of you two. So it's a pretty tremendous revelry here. So you sent the demon back to the abyss, did you? Orcus, right?
Yes, it seems to be Orcus doesn't know how to stay where he doesn't belong.
He's a nasty thorn. Been stuck in everyone's side for a long time.
Sends his six-armed snake women to come in and mess with us. At least until I give him a good stabbing.
Well, sounds like you messed with her back, eh? What do you say we take the fight to them? Thanatos will be crushed beneath our boots. I'll give you the chance to slay Marnalsai permanently.
I say, give me some bigger boots, preferably with sharp hobnails on the bottom.
Yeah, well, we'll see if you can grow into them.
So he goes on to explain that they've been fighting demons for a while now. They've been doing these incursions and sorties, and he's like,
right,
shit, Thanatos, here we come. So on the one hand, we mourn the loss of the characters, but on the other hand, we must rejoice as you have reached the afterlife. And not all souls have such.
Yeah, Drake is just pretty much showing Carderock around, introducing him to some of the chosens of Dinosis that he knows personally and has met when he was here last time, and is pretty much telling them, hoping that Card will join him once again on the front lines, as where he was last time when he was here.
No, you asked that question as if the answer might be no. And I want to ask you, what foolishness would possess you to think that that would be the case?
No foolishness, but I believe it is appropriate to still ask nonetheless.
Yes, well, I've made my choices. I've seen, 32 years on the world below. I suppose I regret that I never married or fathered children, but what is that? What is that relative to what we can do here? And
go knocking on Orcus's door, perhaps?
I'm going to say this is pretty good. And that room over there smells, well, if you'll pardon the pun, heavenly.
It was difficult returning, but I think together, Card, I think we not only will be able to make it to Orcus's throne, we'll knock it over together.
Yes, and spit on it as the corpse of Marnalsai. I did that, you know.
Oh, excellent. I am ashamed that I was not able to help you completely in that battle.
Yes,
but
well,
next time
you died too quickly. Just make sure you don't do that again for a third time. They'll have to call you Dying Drake. Drake the Dyer. Drake Drop Dead. Old Deadywick. The one who goes into battle and comes back on his shield. The one who is responsible for propping up the shield industry because they need more every time he falls. Yes, well, ensure you don't earn any of those nicknames.
Oh, no.
I'll do what I can myself.
This time, I plan on dealing the last blow.
Do they have silver pieces here? Because 1,000 of them said I deal the last blow before you.
Oh, they have something much more better than silver here.
Oh?
And Drake's going to explain whatever they use to make bets.
let us give some, applause, if we will. Drake and Carderock have become exalted champions in the realm of Dionysus the Fury. Most well done, well done. Gatekeeper, you as well have a similar ascension, and you have a sensation of waves, tremendous waves carrying you on, forward, and in the darkness begins a slight watery gleam, and it brightens as though the sun sparkling upon an endless ocean, and the waves propel you forward. Coming soon after that is a woman's voice singing a melody over the tides. And here and there, through the waves, mixing with them are strands as though celestial threads, or maybe even impossibly long strands of hair. And the voice calls to you, It is your own maker, your mother, you know this, and I can only assume you follow her beckon.
Give me 1 second. I just have to look something up. I should have had this ready, but there we go. All right.
Sorchiza, as I bend a lot, and I have come home at last.
She beckons you to her. She hears your voice. She feels your words. And you follow her voice to an islet of sorts that comes up out of the water. And you are lifted on celestial light beams that convey you to where she sits at a loom, weaving these endless strands that seem to flow through the air. And she makes out of them purposeful conveyances and even knotworks out of otherwise what seems to be chaotic threads. And she wears a massive gown that drapes down so far that it almost seems like part the waves itself. And she has a beautiful motherly countenance and a voice that instills within you this deep familiarity, a sense of familiarity that soothes all terrors and pains that you might have felt. And her song calms down, and she looks at you, and she has tears glistening in her eyes.
Hang on. I gotta click this.
Why the tears, mother?
It is the sadness that every mother feels upon creating a child. For you know that by bringing life into this world, you are committing a fate that it will suffer and it will die.
I have no regrets. I served and lived my life in service to you. And even in my end, I faced it, knowing what had to be, had to be. Though I may have been born Bendelot, I became the Gatekeeper, and that was my fate.
The grace with which you carry and accept your fate is more than I ever could have asked for. I wish things could have been different. I did my utmost efforts as I could. But you have returned to me now, and you have fulfilled your last great promise. And the world in which we now gaze upon will be kept in sanctuary from the grasp of Orcus the Blood Lord. For this you will have my eternal favor. There is much that needs to be seen to, though. There is much tending must be done, particularly in this realm of Dreckengrim. I do all that I can to keep the fabric of existence from unraveling entirely due to the recent events and cataclysms.
I know not if I can aid you in any way in this form now that I exist, but if it is so, you have my service.
You will aid me more than you know. Come to me, my son. And she gives outstretched arms to embrace you.
Do these arms look surprisingly like the telekinetic arms?
There is a resemblance. Yes, noticeable
A
resemblance.
little hesitant to, give myself into that. No, I'm just kidding. I go and I hug her. Yeah.
So you hug her, and her arms wrap you in her hair and the threads from the loom that seem to be one and the same. They wrap all around you, and you feel an intense sensation run all throughout your body. And when it unravels, you are actually shed of all aspect of stone and metal and such, and you are an angel.
Sweet.
And you look upon your body and you see, pristine skin, and you feel, noble eagle-like wings. And there's a lightness about you, a sort of freedom to your spirit.
I'll show Victorial.
But there are more scenes to come yet. There are more scenes to come. Since we're with Warsor, I have a real short scene.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
In the depths of hell.
The 7th layer.
In Malbolgia.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There are
everyone's been waiting for. Everyone wants to know.
Dim corridors, chains rattling, screams of torment
Before you see
echoing.
what actually happens, my joke happens is there's like bells ringing, like the prisoners escaped, search everywhere.
No.
It's just like,
Come on. There is, I don't know who is seeing this, but that's okay. We'll just count it as a vignette. There is a barbed devil walking the halls. Not Abigor. Not Abigor. No. This is definitely not Abigor. A different barbed devil.
One with a tail.
Walking through the halls, passes by some guards, passes by cells where like forlorn souls are shackled and bound in there. And he comes to the personal torture chamber of Glaciah. From inside, you hear a voice, a man's voice, wailing in agony.
wailing, really? Okay.
After a short time, the door opens and Glaciah appears. She is cleaning off her hands, her devilish aspect, which is at once immensely seductive and yet horrifically terrible to behold. Balsan Cray. You asked to see me, my mistress. Balsan Cray, who used to be a horn devil.
And now is a, barb devil.
I am learning much from Noxaqual. What a fascinating man he was. And this masked one. Have our questions been answered yet?
Noxaqual would never give that. Like, I don't care what you did to
has
him.
not broken as much as I had hoped for. And the deal? Have you made the deal? It may come to that. That's all. That's all I can say for now.
No, that's perfect.
This is like this is like that moment where you're like watching like a really awesome like show, and like you like the end of the season is like that, like you hear that last part and you're just like, wait, that's it? Wait, we don't get more? What?
And then the show gets canceled. No, just kidding.
I have a very short thing for Kivish as well.
Hello.
Kivish, you are at your temple and your settlement, and it's all it's still quite under construction, but you're making progress slowly but surely. You have a dwarven clan. Dwarves are an industrious folk. They complain a lot that it's so dry here. These are swamp dwarves, and there's been all sorts of talks of, how can we get some more wetness into this land? There's different ideas that are being passed back and forth, and it's all, there's many different options and various ways that this could be done. And you've had many long conversations, which there's not enough streams in the world to cover everything that you've discussed. But there is a moment in which you are communing with Morpheus, your patron, the resident deity. Kivish, there is a change, something that I have felt.
Something like
a
what?
Great ascension from Basagon into the astral realm above.
No,
the dragon god has departed this world. He
this
has left.
Basagon is that place to the south you say exists, but which I too have never been. This is Basagon, yes.
None other. The dragon god has made an ascension into the astral realm to build his great palace and dwell where all celestials dwell. It seems something has changed. In his stead, he has left behind Anji as the dragon emperor of Basagon. For good or for ill, I do not believe the dragon god will be coming here.
So there is another god, but we do not need to concern ourselves with this god. This is what you are saying to me?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Well,
there had been a hope that he would appear and aid in the battle against Pax Marta and the forces of Undeath.
So now you speak to matters at hand. Well, do we not still have strong allies in the ones called the Stormbringers? I had a not good feeling earlier today. Am I wrong in this?
Let us dream. And you dream with Morpheus the Dreamer, and indeed you have dreams of Carderock, Hawkness, and Drake Fell being counted amongst the exalted champions in the hall, of Dionysus the Fury, and of the Gatekeeper realigning with the creator goddess Sortiza.
Squirrel shit. I suppose they are very powerful allies if they can be allies in whatever place they are now. So, Morpheus, what do you suggest? How are we to now bring the battle to Pax Marta? Is there another one out there who can help take the fight to her?
I have intonations of this, but unfortunately there is nothing immediate and tangible. The initial stage is set for the break of war in a short few days' time. Let us hope these dwarves and men will find success for all our sakes.
And in my dream, you showed me a red feather. What is the meaning of this?
Red feather? Red feather? Why, that was not from me.
No?
Wait a minute. What is this? And you hear the owl and his silver and electrum owl comes flying by and nudges at you with the feather. What have you done? Who? Can they be trusted? It would seem the crew of the 11 Gouger sails for Drekengrim at this very moment.
What is 11 gouger? What is 11? And how does it gouge?
Apparently with tremendous power, so they claim. So claims the captain, Rojas Spurbeak, and his crew.
A name that means a bird. A kingfisher, but red instead of blue. I do not know who they are, but I would receive them here if they are friends. Is a Stormbringer left?
Other than you, there is one.
Which one?
Robin. Aspects of Beauty.
Oh, that one. Bizarre that he would be the last one to survive. A pity.
So the great battle against Pax Marta and the undead is to set off soon. And I think I have a final scene. I think it's the last one. I don't think I'm forgetting, and I want this to be the last one. So I'm really making sure it's Robin. Yeah, I want this to be the last one. But had so many things I noted and thought out here. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay. So Robin, you are in Grenadoa with your wife Veron. The bulk of the fighting forces have gone off to war, and just few have stayed behind to have basic town guardsmen. And everyone is waiting and hoping and praying for any news of the first battle at Rockness, the old capital, the ruined city of Drekengrim. And there's a lot of tension, and you received a lot of disdain for not joining up in arms. But you've left that life behind. That's what you tell them, and you're married, and there's talks of maybe children with.
I was about
Veron.
to say, actually, speaking of children, if it's important, I probably would have already tried to have a child with Veron, so she may already be pregnant.
Okay, so you were with Veron, and she has a bump, growing in her belly, and you are expecting a child here within a few months, and you're not going to leave her side. You were going to stay and make sure everything goes as well as it possibly can. In addition, you've been in communication with Thanel Donnan and the Vortex cult, and they've told you can come to the Osterwald Forest. We have a haven here. The elves have been staying out of all of this mess that's been going on. And it's even got a blending of Feywild with the world that actually helps staves off some problems, like the Amarantha curse over the land. So that forest it's actually pretty different compared to most of Drekengrim. So you've talked with Veron about it. You might go there. It would be a definite change of environment. So you've got this idea, and you're like, maybe we will, but I'm not totally ready just to abandon the human lands. Mm-hmm. So you're with Veron, and you're there on the docks talking with her. It's a pleasant, romantic evening, yet there's still these looming questions of war and a possible escape to the Elven realm. And a ship comes in.
Real quickly, Esper, did Drake's Falcon ever make it?
Oh yeah, what happened to his Falcon?
To Avluor.
Wow, the Falcon.
Maybe Arlen.
I will say the Falcon is with flew back to the Storm's Eye.
Maybe it will be
I
Arlen.
think that seems appropriate. Yeah.
Okay, just wondering. Well, no, because Drake told the Falcon to stay with Robin until he came.
Oh, that's right. The Falcon's with Robin. That's right.
Sorry, I totally forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you thought of the Falcon.
I completely forgot about that too.
Yeah, and so if it
Veron
made
has
it.
taken quite a liking to the Falcon.
Yeah,
let me
I
tell
would
you.
say the Falcon's probably staying with Robin constantly. It's
Yeah,
either
Robin
flying.
would have.
It's like Robin's probably getting used to now the Falcon sitting on his shoulder, claws
yeah.
slightly digging in.
Yeah, no, Robin would have taken care of the Falcon because although Drake and Robin were rivals, we were comrades, and I would say we were friends as well.
Yeah,
So.
they were frenemies at the worst, at
Wait.
least good friends at best.
Yeah, and like the interesting thing is like I know that you're probably going to get to it, Esper, but like Robin doesn't know about Nox's death, Drake's death, Card's death. As far as I'm aware,
Oh no, he wouldn't. He would know about Nox because Drake would have told him. Oh no, he sent it before. Never mind.
Yeah, he doesn't know about anyone's death. Like he thinks that everything is probably just going swimmingly.
Yeah, nothing ever goes bad on these adventures. So you're there.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, you're there at the wharf in Grenadoa, and this ship comes in, and you've never seen this ship before, and it looks in ragged condition. And it comes into port, and it doesn't even fully slow down, and it like smashes into a pier, damaging the front of the ship, damaging part of the pier as well. And like the wharf master and some of the guys, they come running out there like, "Oh, what the," cursing up a storm, and they're pissed that the ship just rammed the pier, and the ship looks in really ragged condition. And they come to the ship and they start, barking and yelling at it. And you see this dark cloud come out of the ship. It's moths. And when it hits the people, they start writhing in agony and corrupting and rotting.
There were no ships left. I think.
These are the moths from that place from the spider thing, right?
Yeah. So narrative.
But these
no
just
ships
to
left.
clarify, these are the moths from the session we had with like the spiders and like all that country area.
Dusk Isle.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. Oh, Robin just like, oh no, not this again. Really? Right now? Everything was going so well. I was hoping to see Noxaquel in them later on in the year. I guess at that point,
Veron is freaking out and is like pulling at you, like, "Oh, run!"
Yeah. I'm gonna look at him and go, Veron, go back to the home, get things ready. I think, and I'm just gonna look out and like pause. I think it might be time for us to go to that haven, and I'm gonna like sort of send her away to go start getting things ready in the house. My first priority is to protect her, so I think that Robin's just gonna look on, and he's gonna like try and think of anything that he can do, but without the backing of the Stormbringers, he probably isn't going to be able to help with this. So he's just going to begrudgingly go and protect his wife and say, we're going to stay with the elves now.
So you and Veron are fleeing. You're trying to get to the forest. And the last glimpse you have as you're fleeing from Grenadoa is one of these dead, rotted out bodies that got hit by the death moths rise up from the ground with little green larva things squirming through it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Quick thing. As we are running away, I'm assuming that so I would bring my what is on Robin, of course, like what in my inventory, right? And then I would bring Drake's Raven or Falcon. I'd bring his Falcon with me, and of course Veron. And if possible, while I am running, while we're like making our way into the haven with the elves, is it possible? Is there like some kind of like random person around that I can just like get to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to like quickly write a letter or something and hand it to them and tell them to let me think, who would I tell them to send it to? I couldn't do Noxaquel because he's probably on the ocean. I'd probably say send it to the place where Kivish is. So the temple. I forgot the name of it.
Ambrosia Temple.
Ambrosia Temple. So I'm gonna give him like a letter and just say, and like give him some gold, like actual gold, like not silver, like gold, and say, get this to the Ambrosia Temple and speak with Kivish. He needs to be aware of this. And I'm gonna hand it to him. And on the letter, it'll basically explain like where Robin and Veron are going,
Mm-hmm.
and to inform Captain Noxaqual and the Stormbringers of the moths attacking Grenadoa, as well as why Robin and Veron left. Just a very quick message, basically. And I'm going to give him like 5 gold pieces to do this. Like, do this now. You can keep use the gold to do the travels, and then you can spend the rest of it however you want, as long as you get this message to there.
All right. You send off a messenger as hastily as possible. And we'll end it there. Thank you, guys. This has been a amazing campaign. This was an amazing campaign. That feels so weird to say that.
I'd say it was, but also it set up for a sequel to start right away. So
Yeah.
Well, there's, of course, we'll see what we want to do, but
exactly.
let's talk about it and come back with the next continuation of whatever we're doing.
Yeah. I don't know. So we'll definitely do something.
Yeah, so some
we'll
kind
do
of
something.
session will be happening in.
Yeah, I don't know what it will. At this very moment in time, I don't know if it's going to be start from scratch, totally different realm, level 1, whole new story, or if it's like new campaign starting at level 13 in Dreckengrim, or
Which,
something else altogether.
Right.
well, let's.
But I'll take some time to figure it out. I'm gonna have to actually take a bit just to process the freaking epicness of this whole campaign.
Well, if we end a little bit early, I don't know if anyone else has anything to do. I'd love to just chat about everything that happened and whatnot.
Yeah.
Why don't we end the stream first? Just
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just so that we can all process it and just chat about what we're going to be doing for next time.
Thank you.
So before I turn the stream off, is there anything that anyone wants to say to that should be archived on the internet forever, and to the people that have been watching the campaign, and this has been
breaking up.
You're a little
robotic.
No, am I being robotic?
Yeah, the worst time.
I heard the. Is there anything you wanted to say to the people of the stream? So this is not an ending. This is a to be continued.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit.
Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good now, Esper.
How about now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Now it's good. Okay. Yeah. Before we turn off the stream, is there anything that anyone wants to say that should be archived forever on the internet, or to the people that have been following the campaign?
You're putting this on us now? No preparation?
I mean,
Esper, I don't know, man. This is too soon.
Open up.
What? I just mean open up. Final official thoughts about the campaign. For me personally, this has been one of the best campaigns I've ever taken part in, and in many ways it's been awesome.
This is actually the first time I've had a satisfying character death, a proper one that I was actually invested in and wasn't just a level 0 whatever. It's nice. I like that.
I will say that I'm happy that the Gatekeeper at least got an action. I felt like I did everything I wanted to do when I used up my last spell slot. So the character death was satisfying for that particular character. Would it be great if he could have gone on and done all these other things? Yeah. But at the same time, ending here, this was his purpose. From a story perspective, it works. So
I would have loved to do some more with Drake in that scene, in that combat, when we were doing that. But the way he did die, I'm not going to complain completely, because in a way he did help Carderock by keeping the vampires off him.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely did. For several rounds.
Yeah, and so while he wasn't directly helping taking down Marasai, he did do what he could, and for that I am grateful for that. But overarching story, I wish there was so much more I would love to have been able to do with Drake.
Oh, sure.
And also if Carderock made it, their story, what they would have been doing together, would have been so much fun to do. And I am sad that we won't be able to get to see that.
As fun as their story that they're having now, though?
No, because that is true. And I was going to say that. As sad as it is, we don't get to see what would happen if they stayed on the mortal planes. them literally going to be literally leading the charge against Orcus, and if fate smiles upon them, they're going to be saying "open up" at Orcus's front door. and I'm pretty sure Carderock and Drake are going to be betting the entire way who's going to get that blow.
Totally agree. It was a bittersweet conclusion, very bittersweet, which in some ways that is kind of my preferred type of ending. It can be better than just a pure everything is fine, we're all better, happily ever after. And it also can be better than no, you all just totally completely died and sucked.
I guess that like for my like last thing, I guess for the campaign, like I guess I have two things for Arlen and Robin. For Robin, it's definitely the first time. Like this is like the best campaign I've ever been a part of, like played in. And it's just been a wonder to play in, and I've loved every moment. I find it hilarious that both my first two characters died, which was great. And then, but then I got to Robin, and Robin, like, I really enjoyed his character because he had a lot of moments where I got to I was like the comic relief a lot of the time. But with Noxaqual, there were some moments of like real seriousness and like Drake with the rivalry. But I really like how his story ended right? I mean, like he's obviously still doing his own thing and stuff like, but I like how he ended where, you know, he kind of like stopped going for what his original goal was in favor of love and in favor of a family and in favor of Varan. And I thought that was kind of an interesting thing because
I really enjoyed that choice, actually.
You technically evolved the character.
Exactly, yeah, and I really enjoyed that for Robin. And then to kind of like almost do a complete opposite with Arlen, like he was the only one that survived these last few sessions, but like his mind almost has been reinforced to hate the gods. It's almost been like he hasn't changed. like he's changed in the sense where you had comrades and he almost considered Carderock a friend, but like his goal hasn't changed, which I find very interesting, you know, where like because
Arlen's going to be real interesting.
Sorry, what?
Level 20 Lich Arlen is going to be real interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, but I really
have all these memories that shaped him.
Yeah, no, I really do love how Arlen's story kind of ended essentially too with this, where he was the last one to survive and he's like running through the wastes and he's just trying to get back and he's like puking and he's just battered and he's lost yet another group or another friend perhaps with Carderock, and it was again because the gods did not help, which I know that Esper knows the backstory, so it's kind of flavorful for Arlen's, where he was friends again with someone who was a warrior, a follower of the gods, and yet again the gods chose Arlen to like, or quote unquote chose Arlen to live and let his friend die.
It's a strange irony, which I think can be interesting story wise.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Also, like you said, your first two characters just died immediately, but then your last two characters were the only ones that survived.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Where like my first two died instantly, and then my last two are the only ones that are still alive.
Live,
which is hilarious.
You needed to die to live. That was how it worked.
Exactly. Yeah,
a man of extremes you are.
Yeah, but yeah, like Drake said, I definitely would love to have to see more of what Arlen does. There's a lot of stuff with his backstory that I would have loved to explore more. We got a little bit of it with Noxaqual, with the letters, which was fantastic. But that's my last thing. I love the campaign. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you. I loved it too. I also agree. I would love to have seen more, but I also know, like, just as someone who enjoys books and movies and everything, the hallmark of something that you really like and invest in is you always want more. Like the whole thing could be concluded and you're like, I still want more. So that can always be there.
Yeah, no Esper, you did such a great job doing this. We want to keep going.
Well, you did a great job. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, likewise you do. I mean, you guys as well.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. There's going to be headcanon that all the people watching, all the people here in the audience, even you, Esper, are going to have headcanon, even if it never gets explored again. of what happened to these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Arlen might eventually become that 20th level lich that lives in a tower in somewhere in Drekengrim, and he's just playing the long game to get his revenge someday. And other little first level adventurers might encounter him someday. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen with Noxqual? His story is still to be told in hell. And Arlen, is he Noxqual's son? Is he not? Who knows? Like it's still unanswered. But people got their headcanon.
Yeah,
and they'll always have an answer for that.
I know exactly. Yeah. I mean, one day the 20th level Lord Arlen goes into the depths of hell to rescue Noxqual.
only to find Noxqual as like a greater devil. And like,
yeah, only to find Noxqual
rescue me. This is like the best setup I've had in years.
And then we like Lich and Pit Fiend, like make a bargain, and we go, kick some ass on the material plane. Yep, good times.
Awesome campaign, and I have to, give you guys your credit as well. I mean, it's not just me; it was you guys making this cool and driving the story forward and developing your characters and playing in character. And I mean, it's just as much your creation as it is mine.
I was faking the whole time, Esper, and I fooled you all. You're all fools.
Roll deception. Natural 20.
I'm going to deceive you that I even rolled. I got nat 20s all the time.
And also, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has watched the campaign. There's something like 2,000 people that are regular followers of this, which is amazing. Kind of blows my mind. So thank you all for watching. And even though we don't know exactly what we're going to do, you can expect here in 2 weeks we'll be playing some D&D. So yeah, keep coming back, everybody. Please don't stop.
Yeah, no telling what it is. We really don't know.
Yeah.
These times, enjoy your gaming with your friends, and we'll
same time, same place, same dice. Hopefully not in the face.
The Stormbringers, but you can bet we're going to have another cool party name at some point.
Well, I don't know about cool, but we'll have another party at some point.
We'll have another party. You're right.
All right. Well, farewell for now. May your adventures be many. See everyone in a couple weeks.
Bye, everyone.
Yep.
See you guys.
Have a good night, everyone.